Me to do it?
I feel like it's been 1,000 years since we've done this, and I'm so excited to jump back into the frenzy with all you guys.
I completely agree. It's going to be one of the biggest frenzies we've had in a very long time. And the last time we were all getting together for the frenzy, like, MOTUNIVERSE was like a week away. The movie hadn't officially come out yet. And so much has happened since all that. It just feels like it took forever to get all this together. But man, I'm glad, because there's like been time to, as we said, we're digesting the MOTUbismol because there is so much MOTU goodness right now that it's a lot to take in. And that's crazy. We were 100% told this line was like MOTU was dead in April of 2022, 23.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
23, I think.
But here we are years later, and it's stronger than ever. I feel like way stronger.
Also, we're gonna. I'll go into this a little bit more too, but there's also this feeling of, I don't know about you guys, but there's this feeling of like, okay, we got the movie, we got a shit ton of toys. What's next? Like, we have all been so anxious and excited for our fandom to accumulate to a full-on, movie theater released movie and recognition from the larger like entertainment community, and it's happened. And I don't know about you guys, but since the MOTUNIVERSE convention, I'll say this as briefly as I possibly can. But after spending all that time making those giant play sets, getting ready for the convention, I know Mike probably feels in a similar way, but I mean in a different way. But all that work and all that time preparing for this thing, and then it's done, and then right after that, the movie comes out, and then it's done. I mean, repeat viewings aside, right? But like,
yeah.
And I've kind of felt a kind of melancholy this last month from, we're actually like 2020, it's the 25th today. So we're just a day past an entire month since MOTUNIVERSE. A lot has happened in this last month.
So, like, remember when you were a kid and you're waiting for Christmas and Christmas hits?
Do we remember?
And then you got a week.
I still wait for Christmas.
All right. But then, like, it's the week after Christmas, and you're just like, oh, yay, New Year's.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to wait a whole nother year for this. And that's kind of like what it feels like right now. It's like, man, there's been this build up for the movie, build up for MOTUNIVERSE, and it happened. And now we're past it. But I want it again.
Alan's raised his hand.
Oh, yes.
In his very polite way.
I feel totally the opposite.
Really?
I feel like this passion and energy that I have had for this property for 40 years was just justified by pop culture.
Oh yeah,
and it's my moment again. If you're looking at it, we get a new He-Man or He-Man toy line every 10 years, roughly.
Yeah.
Between new adventures and classics, and like we get that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not worried about that. He-Man's not going to go away, and that's why if something comes out that I don't like, I don't mind it, because okay, I'll wait for the next one. No big deal.
Yeah, amen, Alan.
But this movie was big.
Yeah.
It was big.
Yeah.
And it justified the fact that I've got Alfredo Alcala art on that wall.
Yeah.
I got Beastman here on the wall. I've got a full-size Beastman in the corner, of the office. I've got like 3 Beastman masks.
Yeah.
But like this was justification for what I'm passionate about. For a while, the world was in sync with me and wanted what I wanted and produced something that I wanted to produce because I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll jump back and I'll let other people talk, but I just want to say I feel completely different than you guys.
No, that's actually exactly the reason why I feel a kind of melancholy, because it's like this wondrous, like unimaginable moment has happened, and that's such a triumphant thing. And now it's like, oh, I'm a little sad, and it could also be exhaustion. We were talking about exhaustion in the green room before we started, so it could be part of that too. But Sean, you were going to say something.
So it reminds me of 2008, the summer of 2008. Iron Man hits, and suddenly anyone who goes to see that movie just out of either curiosity or the people attached to it or even the character are going, that was cool. And you're like, yeah, I know. I've been reading these books since I was like 5, before I could read. I was looking at the pictures in these comic books.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed these characters since I was old enough to even understand what they were.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the world at large now is like, well, now I want them too. And that's basically what this summer was for Masters again. And it wasn't the 87 movie where everybody's like, well, that's not my He-Man. There's tons of people out there right now who are like, is this what you like all along? Like, I got a story to tell you about how my daughter reacted to this movie. It was the most magical experience I've had with her since she was born.
I'm lucky enough to be in conversation with Sean outside of the frenzy.
Yeah.
And I heard this story and I got teary-eyed. I got choked up. And that's kind of how I felt with our youngest when she went through her She-Ra phase. And we went through the whole Princesses of Power show together, and she was naming the characters, and it was so amazing. But yeah, I mean, come on. I guess we should do a formal welcome to the frenzy. We've got some people watching. Everybody, welcome to the frenzy. Adam's here, Oz is here, I'm here, Uncle Sean is here, and we have some wonderful guests, Mike, Alan, and Kenzo. And if you don't know who those guys are, let's see. To the 4 of you that are watching, then that's totally surprising. So, but for those of you that do tune in and you watch this later on, these guys are amazing. They're heavy hitters in the Masters of the Universe community, and I'm just going to speak for myself here. I know that Adam, Oz, and Sean feel the same way, but I feel very lucky to be friends with these guys, and we're really lucky to have you guys here today. And I think a couple of other people might be popping in a little bit later too, which is going to be really exciting as well. And we have some people in the chat. So Oz, shall we have a look at who's in there?
Yeah, we could go ahead and do that. We got Mossman Sean saying, how about some Orco Seltzer?
Yeah.
Allison Troy, Retro Toy Princess, joining us. What's up, Allison?
Allison.
And we've got MOTU Prince. Hello, everyone.
Right on. Cool.
Also, Mossman Sean just wanted to warn Mikey. There's somebody behind you.
Yeah.
Don't know if you
brought some friends with me today.
Yeah.
Well deserved. It's good to have He-Man and Skeletor on the frenzy. So now it's going to be a real brawl.
I haven't had a chance to connect with Adam yet, and Adam, tell us a little bit about how you felt about the movie.
Yeah, so I went with my son. It was when I went like the 4th, like the that was as early as I could get in.
Mhm.
So for me, I'd been following just everything just because I'm running the org and just the news and all that stuff. So I'd seen like every clip before the movie that was released, in detail. So but that doesn't quite prepare you for it, just because it's those things divorced from the story don't really tell you the story, and my eyes were so glued to that screen the whole time. I was not like it. Some people, I heard some people to say it was like too long. They felt like they could have cut off 30 minutes. I did not notice that length at all.
No, you could have given me like an extra hour and a half,
Yeah.
45 minutes. Like, I wanted more. There could have been more.
Yeah, that was my biggest complaint. Is that it was missing about 20 minutes of like the journey from the journey to Snake Mountain. Could have been this epic journey. A couple of scenes things happened that were left a little bit unexplained to me. It needed more. I keep hearing rumors that there's like
it's like an additional 40 minutes, apparently.
An additional 40 minutes that we might actually get to see at some point. So I'm anxious for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I really, really hope so. I hope there is a longer cut with more stuff. And again, mind you, I love the cheesiness and the corniness of this movie. I hope what they cut is not just like 40 minutes of that. But even if it is, I'm okay with it, because damn, was that good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just got to see Stinkor in the background in that scene with the smoke. And then I got to see a longer journey and got to see Granomir in that cavern. Well, I mean, the fact that they were headed toward a cavern and we didn't really,
and then Mossman actually fighting.
And Mossman maybe, having a few more lines and actually showing his stuff. Yeah, that would be amazing.
All right,
for sure.
What is the deal with modern Masters of the Universe and just crapping on Mossman?
When did Mossman become Nickelback? That's what I want to know.
I mean, he shows up in
Mossman
Revelation.
Will never be Nickelback. I'm just saying.
No. He's way more loved than Nickelback ever wishes they could be.
I coined him the Kenny McCormick of MOTU, right? Killing now.
But I mean, shows up in Revelation. And it's like, yes, Mossman's here. And then Skeletor's like, nah. And then, they capture him super quick, in the movie. And then they kill him off. And I'm like, man, why are they just doing this to my boy? He's a freaking element. Like, he is a force of nature. And they're just like, nah, we got to take him out real quick.
I'll say, though, I don't know that he's gone for good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping not. I'm really hoping not.
Mulch is it aids growth. I think that he could regrow
that's
Groot from that
stick
pile.
him under a tree and he's good.
I really, really hope that's what they do, because I was a little upset with that. Like, I wanted more. And they were like, nah.
I think they opt to kill off Mossman because he can definitely come back. Like, he'll
come back the
no
same
doubt.
size as his action figure. He'll be like this tall.
He'll be little.
Oh, he'll be like a baby Groot.
Kind of style.
Baby Groot, yeah.
Just to add water, and my grass comes back every week.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have any doubt that I don't have any doubt that we're going to get a sequel, and I don't have any doubt that we're going to get more of.
They've already said
stuff
that a sequel is greenlit, and that's despite the fact that everybody keeps going around saying, well, it's this box office flop. It's this box office flop. They've said from pretty early on, they're playing the long game with this one. It's all not about recouping the money back within the time frame that it's in the box office.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a partnership between MGM and Amazon knows all the money is afterwards on the streaming. there's probably a lot of people out there who may not be as familiar with Masters of the Universe as most of us middle-aged distinguished gentlemen are. You know, we certainly we are distinguished as we are MOTU fans. And
some of us more distinguished than others.
Yes. But you know, it's going to be one of those things where there may have been not so many people running out to go see it because they're like, what the hell is this dude doing running around in furry underwear? And you know, they were like, okay, I don't know if I want to spend. It's expensive to go to the movies these days. I got to tell you, for me, Connor and Ziggy to go see this, it was $70. That was just on movie tickets without buying $40 popcorn buckets and, you know, all kinds of other
That's crazy.
Drinks and everything. Yeah.
Ours is like $11.50 a ticket.
Oh, mine's like 22 some dollars per ticket. Wow. Now, mind you, we got the D-box seats, which are supposed to move around when all the action's happening. And the seat that I picked was apparently broken, but they only activate the D-box seats that tickets are bought for. So I couldn't just go move into one of the empty seats and get the experience because I definitely tried. But my seat was broken. And there was one part of the movie that I got a little mad about that I didn't get to experience in D-box because I was sitting right next to Connor. And when they're riding Battle Cat, and I'm feeling his chair doing this, and Ziggy's over there, and his chair's doing this, and I'm sitting here like, man, what the fuck? I paid so much money for this ticket.
Alan, I'm willing to bet if yours worked and Connor's didn't, you would have switched.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
The right person got that. Like,
yes.
If one of you had to not get it,
it's me. I can handle that. I can just turn it into the butt of a joke for the shows. Much like I wanted to punch the crap out of the guy behind the counter. So we get there, and Connor, we get him the Gray Skull popcorn bucket drink tray system. So Connor got that. I wanted him to get that. It was a big deal. I asked if they had any more of the Power Sword cups. This is when you need to tactfully understand as an employee to just say, no, we are sold out of that. Not the little fucking pissant fucking snack boy that's sitting on a crate behind the thing, not doing a damn thing, just sitting on his ass going, oh, my bad, I bought the last one. Dude, you're saying that in front of an 11-year-old who wanted the shit out of the sword cup. Like, if it was just me and Ziggy, I wouldn't have cared. You can say whatever you want like that. But my kid's here, and he wants the cup. Needless to say, I just placed an online order for it afterwards. But I wanted to reach over the counter and snatch that guy up by his freaking collar and say, you see this kid right here? This is why you just say we're sold out. I don't need the story that you bought the last one.
Motu Prince is just, wow.
Yeah.
Jay!
Yeah, it was me. It was me. I apologize.
You did not buy the last Power Sword cup. If anything, Jay, you would have bought an entire pallet of Power Sword cups to give to Connor and say, hey, buddy, pass them out to all your friends and tell them to go see the damn movie.
This is true.
Well, welcome to it, Jay.
Sorry, I'm late, boys.
No,
it's
all right.
okay.
Glad you're here. Now that you're here, maybe you and Mike could catch us up on sort of like the post MOTUNIVERSE convention stuff. Like, how did it go?
Did
it leave you feeling like you want to do it again, or did it burn you out? Was it rewarding? Was it frustrating? Tell us all the stuff.
Good night, everybody.
I'm I'm gonna preface with my
I mean,
internet's
Kenzo's
kind of
here,
being
so-
wonky. So if I freeze, just let me know because my internet's already starting to act up, and I'm barely 20 minutes in. I might have to.
Kenzo and I spent the most time
enter.
we've ever spent together in our lives. It was crazy. It was,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
He couldn't leave the room this
I
time.
watched Kenzo fall asleep. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
I was, yeah.
I'm
He
not
was
even
hard at
lying.
work
That's
on the
actually,
computer, and I was all.
I wasn't even. I'm not even lying. That's actually true. I watched him from his bedside. It was awesome.
That's so sweet.
He was making sure I was safe in.
I
Long
guarded
Beach.
the prison guard because
Yeah.
it was my turn. It was my turn to take care of Kenzo.
Hey, all right. Johnny Blue.
Why did you start, Mike? Like, I got some thoughts, but why did you start?
I mean, for me, I wish we could do it every weekend. Like,
Yeah.
If money was just endless, I'd be throwing it every weekend for everybody.
Oh,
I'd
that's
be
awesome.
down. I'd be down.
It the crazy thing was, you were talking about melancholy earlier, Skelly, and I kind of had that same feeling. It was weird when I started this whole journey. I expected like an experience similar to how I was at PowerCon. I wanted to recreate that. Right, that was the whole purpose behind this, and I didn't have that experience at all. I had a completely different experience, but it was more meaningful and like this totally weird, fulfilling. Like I cried on the last. Jay was sitting right next to me as I cried. I don't cry for nothing. So it hit me in a weird emotional way. I had people coming up to me and like they were crying and thanking me for making their like childhood dreams come true. And it just, hearing Alan and his words to me saying it was like one of the best cons he had ever been to. Melindy saying that she had never felt so loved. It just, it hit me all right then and there.
Yeah.
And to re-experience that as much as possible. Yeah. Like I was all in. I loved it. It was an amazing week being able to hang with, a good majority of you guys, meeting Kenzo for the first time after being, meeting you. It was really special. And I honestly can't wait until next year already. Like I'm ready to go.
Yeah, good. That's good to hear. We, without sounding super cheesy, California needed it. And, that was really, really great that we could have something like that on this side of the country again. And bring all these people together. You guys really were the force behind bringing together family members that were just friends online, but seeing Kenzo there for the first time, seeing you guys there, meeting you for the first time in real life is like, I had a chance to meet Alan before, but it was really great to have that kind of, that it was really great that you guys brought us together. And for me, that was where the emotion was for sure. Getting to see my friends. Bobby's here.
Bobby needs some more MOTUbismol. It's giving him gas.
Yeah, for in my case, I'll take it from the opposite side of the spectrum. I was shitting bricks. I mean, I needed to hold it together, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I was all about, do we have enough volunteers? Do we have enough? Do we have enough staff? Do we have enough? What is the layout going to look like when it finally gets set up? As a matter of fact, we had to put out a whole bunch of fires. Skelly, you might have seen it.
Yeah.
Like we had to pick up cages of products and move them like 3 feet, 4 feet across. You know what I mean? Because the venue, as great as they did things for us, they didn't mark any lines down, so nobody really knew where to put down their tables really. So people were encroaching on other people's spaces. You know, I'm taking it from a logistics side of things because, again, like, you know, that's how, unfortunately, I had to be on the ball that weekend, because there were a lot of things which as always, you know, with any sort of event, what can go wrong will go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of things went wrong, but everything else went right, and I think that's the most important thing. If you guys go on the MOTUNIVERSE channel right now, you'll see why I couldn't be at the opening ceremonies. I could not leave the front desk. It was impossible. There was just way too. I mean, anyone who's there and passed by the front desk, the lobby, you know. That's actually no. Here's what's hilarious: the lineup started from where we were at the registration desk all the way to the lobby. That's how far the lineup went.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it was bonkers. It went past the elevators into the lobby. All right. And I did not fully grasp how many people were willing to get up that early in the freaking morning to try and get into the building and try to get into the building. It was crazy.
And I have to say, Jay did not stop. The dude was like, you didn't know. I mean, you know, you see him go live, you see him do all these. Dude has another level where he plugged in, and it was like, you just see him. He's just always constantly figuring it out. And that's what's awesome about it too. Jay was like on fire that day.
Yeah.
100%.
When I showed up with my builds, I'm like, hey Jay, hey Jay. And he's like, without saying it, I could just see it in his eyes, side glance to me, like, not right now, dude. We'll have a chance to catch up in a little bit. But you know what? That's necessary. All that's necessary. It's too bad that it made you feel like you were like overwhelmed in the moment. But like you said, that type of stuff happens with these big events. But you two, and then the volunteers, and you just kept, from my perspective as someone who was involved but not doing the stuff that you guys were doing, it felt like it was moving smoothly, and that was good. That was great. I could see the stress on your faces, but I also noticed that there was a lot of camaraderie and people helping each other out, which was awesome.
So yeah, the thing is that, and this is what's really important about these types of things. No one person can do a convention. There's no
Yeah.
You need everyone to help, right? This could not have happened without the community. The community made this possible, right? That's why the fans have the power, right? That's really where that mantra comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It started with a dream, Mike's dream, a small conversation, you know, a chance meeting, you know, which turned to a brotherhood, and you know, a family, right? A sisterhood. You know what I mean? Like a kinship. That's basically what happened here. It was a kinship. It was a whole bunch of people who wanted something to happen. And you know, Ron, you said it yourself. It was like California needed this. No, the Master of the Universe convention, the Master Universe community needed this. This was the year of Master Universe, and if we weren't going to do it this year, it would never have been done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the way we all felt about it. And what we ended up having to do to make this, you know, actually get off the ground, behind the scenes, you know, maybe one day we'll share some of the meetings with you guys, because they were crazy. Like some of the things that were that were done behind the scenes. I mean, you guys are privy to some of it, but you know, some of the decisions that had to be made. You know, again, so just to share a little bit of it for you, because I think Michael backed me up on this. Initially, we were not going to have the whole venue. We were only going to have half of what we actually.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that decision really came down to Mike. Really, Mike was like, I have to have the rest of this venue, and I was more like myself. I was being very cautious, because that's the way I am. I'm like, let's have a good show. Let's bank and try to get, you know, everything on the safe. I want it to be very safe, right? Because again, I've been on these roller coasters a couple of times, but Mike had a vision, and he really wanted something to be like the conventions he's been to before, which I've never been to, right?
Right.
I've never experienced those things before, right? I've experienced multiple conventions, but I've always heard, and this is the key. I've always heard of the legend of PowerCon. I've always heard of it, and I always wanted to go, right? But way back in the day, it just was not possible for me. I had my career going. I had things to do. I always wanted to come to California and just spend a weekend there, and just do celebrating Master Universe for a whole weekend. It just was not the cards. And then when I finally got to go in 2023, it was not. It was not.
It was not a MOTU convention.
It was not. It was not.
Right.
It was like Oz. You and I. That's where Oz and I met for the first time.
Yeah.
Right? Oz and I. We together. We had that Predator moment. It was awesome. And we have it on camera. It's there immortalized.
Yes, we do.
So it's a great thing. And I met so many great friends there. There's so many great people. But it wasn't
a MOTU convention. It really was not.
It was a toy convention, which is great.
It's got its place, right? And that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But this was about the MOTU community and the love that everybody shares. And oftentimes, MOTU gets sat on a shelf. We're all about it all the time, but it just sits there and the rest of the world's eyes aren't on it. The timing that you guys picked for this convention, the week before the release of the movie.
Perfect timing.
Outstanding and amazing.
Yeah, perfect
But
timing.
mind you, at the time you guys picked this date, we didn't know when the movie was actually going to drop in theaters. They were still saying summer 2026. There was speculation, but we didn't know when it was going to happen. So, it helped turn the build-up to MOTUNIVERSE into something much bigger in a way. Because quite a few of you guys got to see the premiere at the Chinese theater the beginning of the week, and then had to go through and
that worked out perfectly because we didn't know when the premiere was going to be either, and it just so happened I got us an Airbnb starting on that Monday, and Jay's like, okay, I'll come out that Monday, that way we have the whole week to focus on the con. Well, we lost one whole day of focusing on the con because of the freaking premiere.
But it was
worth it. Happen. Needed to happen. I wanted to bring this comment up from Troy. Troy is Star Wars Black Series. That is what this man does. This is what this man has turned his basement into a full room of just he's taken us on a little tour on the clubhouse one night through his basement of one shelf leading to another shelf of another shelf, and it's dios everywhere, a world that he's built around in his basement. And pretty much since he started jumping into the clubhouse and watching the frenzy, becoming a channel member and an Oz hole, then all of a sudden all these Chronicle toys start popping up.
Yeah.
And he has fallen in love with them.
That's awesome.
Picked them up. And then he took some cues from Skelly and built himself a Castle Grayskull.
His Castle Grayskull looks great.
Oh, man, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And now he's building a Snake Mountain to work into the dioramas all around his basement.
That's awesome, Troy.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And Troy, thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah, Troy, thanks for being here. I have one complaint about the convention. Just one.
Just one? I'm surprised.
Just one pretty massive complaint.
I'm shocked.
And that was that Alan did not show up in his Beastman costume. I felt
then
like
Jay wasn't Gwildor either, so that's two.
Jay wasn't Gwildor either. That was really unfortunate in that we didn't get either of those versions of the characters.
In my defense, I'm a little big for those shorts. I gotta tell you, I think I would rip them 3 times over, to be honest with you.
Alan next year, right?
Oh, yes. Listen,
Yes.
I have plans for next year.
Oh,
I need to find out exactly when the dates are, but like, listen to me. I want to bring my Snake Mountain. I'll drive from Texas to California. I'll bring all of my Snake Mountain, all 17 feet by 11 foot tall of it.
Yes.
I'll bring my Beast Man costume. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I want to help. I want to teach some classes, but I'm going to write up what I want to do for you, and then I'll.
All right, Alan, I'll add you to the MOTUNIVERSE group chat. Jeez, come on.
Actually, yeah, you should definitely.
I'll put them in right now.
Perfect.
That's you know what that's the other thing that was just serendipity. When we were setting up on Friday, which again is another thing that kind of fell into place really. Yeah, we got really lucky in multiple ways. The hotel, to their credit, the hotel did a lot for us. They also did a lot of stuff we didn't appreciate, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm not going to get into that really. But they really did step up. They really did, and we do appreciate the partnership we have with the Torrance Marriott.
Yeah.
Ever since the beginning, they've been very accommodating. But what really gets to you, okay? And this is when I knew we were going to be okay, because I was genuinely concerned because I didn't know if there were going to be enough people to help with the crowd control. It was just one of the. If you guys look at the video which we posted on MOTUNIVERSE, you see just how big the crowd was. It was daunting. It really was. But it's crazy because Mike, you probably remember this. The Friday night when we were setting up, as we were setting up, founders are coming in and picking up their badges, which we didn't stop them from doing that. We were like, okay, fine, you can pick up your badge, you can pick up your merch if you have it, right? And the way we normally do these things is literally people pick them up and they go and they go about their day. But I would say every third person who came up to us while we were setting up, and these are founders. These are people who paid to be here. These are people who have supported us from the very beginning, right? The early adopters, people who believe in this project. And thank you, all the founders out there, for believing in this project. It shocked the hell out of me how many people literally just walked up and said, "Do you need some help?" And we were like, "Yeah." We were like, "You want to help us?" Absolutely, yeah. We could use some freaking help. And literally, these are people on their vacations, okay?
Yeah.
They dropped everything and started picking up boxes and moving things and being told what to do. We were like, "You guys, are you sure you paid to be here?" And we're telling you what.
Yeah,
this is
felt kind of bad, but I mean, we really were
No, I
appreciative
mean-
because it was needed.
Yeah, and really for
That's
people
when I knew we
that
were going to be okay. I knew
Yeah.
that right there. I knew we were going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean that's just goes to show how generous this community is, and that's huge. I noticed a little bit of that at the last PowerCon that was in Anaheim, and I right away because people, you know, that I got to meet a few people. That's how I met Motu Joe and the Dooch from Legends of Grayskull, Sean, but the camaraderie was immediately apparent at that time. Now, speaking of camaraderie, hi Cobb, how's it going?
What's up, Scully?
What's going on, Cobb?
Yeah, just pulling in the
Driving?
parking lot at work.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm glad you could pop in.
Yeah,
do
my camera
wanna-
turns off. It's because I'm opening my door to get some air in here, but it's loud outside, so I'll do
That's
my
all
best.
right. That's all
Well, for Cobb, you and Kenzo, this was your guys' first ever convention, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize
that's-
Kenzo, so he told me when we were there. I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not alone.
right.
Not alone. Not alone. That's in a way to do it too.
I think
Wait.
Thanos too.
Yeah,
Thanos.
Thanos too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really good to see. It was really good to see Thanos too, man. And Thanos doesn't live too far away from me, and so you know we don't get a chance to hang out. But you know, seeing him there was great. It's awesome. Now, I do want to quickly, just a quick aside, I just want to make sure we do this. Alan does have to leave, and I did kind of promise Alan that we'd get a chance to talk about the Masters of the Universe movie version of Beastman before he has to leave, because I don't want him to feel like he didn't get to participate in that, because Beastman is his man. And I want to hear everyone's perspective about Beastman from the movie. So are you all on board with that?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. I think you should start with Alan, actually.
Yeah.
His best friend here.
So I'm going to say that I had some fears based off of the trailer that Beastman wouldn't make it back. Like he would be stuck on Earth because he failed to stop them from leaving. Like I thought, and okay, like that's a part of the story that'll happen off camera of him getting back or whatever. But man, he was beautiful. He looked amazing.
Yeah.
The way he moved, he wasn't a one threat chump either. I thought that he might have been done when. So there's spoilers, all right. Like you had your chance. We're doing spoilers now.
Oh yeah.
When he fell like 100 foot from the overpass and hit the ground, I thought, well, maybe that's it for him for now, But then he came back. So all right, because of the trailer, it's set up where I knew what the background would look like when he showed up.
Yeah.
So when the scene changed and they were on the overpass in the car, I got excited. And my wife was next to me, and she said later that moment of me getting excited because he's about to show up was worth it, everything to her because of how happy that made me. He was handled well. Obviously, I'm a huge Beastman fan. My favorite clip in the whole movie is the Battle Cat and Beastman WTF moment towards the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
That awesome. Like I want a poster of that. Like what?
That was awesome.
Why isn't that a poster moment? Because it was beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be a poster. And in fact, it could be a bumper sticker too.
I want it as a
circular
shirt.
Bumper sticker. Yeah.
Like
you just gotta have a meme that says nom 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 nom. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Seriously.
He was Beastman's very important to me. And if they mishandled him or did something I didn't agree with, I wouldn't be terribly upset. I'm a director also. Like it's their vision. I get it. But I think that he was handled very well. And I love what they did with him. I had some concern from seeing the toys and how weird the coloring was on the toys. But in the movie, he looked amazing. He was orange. Yeah. He was massive. He was a little bit 200X. He was a little bit, a little bit OG. I loved it. I loved how he and Skeletor acted together.
Yeah, that was something else I was a little concerned about too, especially when again Adam and Tila leave, and Beastman's just there. Like we're never gonna see him interact with anybody else. But no, they gave us that opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah. And I was so happy at the end, right? Towards the end, where Skeletor's walking in, Evil Lynn's with him, and then Beastman's with him. Like, yes.
Yeah. Right.
The only thing I would have wanted was I wanted Merman there too.
Yeah, we all wanted that. I mean, I haven't talked to anybody that wasn't disappointed that Merman didn't have a significant role in this, but I do think that Merman kind of should have a bigger role as an ocean warlord. So I'm hoping that in the next movie he's a bit of a threat. But speaking of Beastman, like the part that really when it really clicked for me, number one, I was like super stoked to see him on the screen. He had a little bit of everything in there, including the Mondo Beastman, and like all of that was in there. Made me happy. In fact, the mild blue on the white of his face, I was scared there wouldn't be any blue. There was some blue. Made me happy. But the parts that really, this is where they hit a home run, was they had character development for Beastman. He actually was a badass, but also meek and hesitant and low self-esteem around Skeletor, even though just a very brief moments. But that's good directing. If you can adequately develop a character in a span of how long was Beastman on screen? A total of 3 minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
Like,
not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough, but they accomplished his character development in that short amount of time.
He was a perfect henchman. Yeah, he was a perfect henchman.
Was.
Yeah.
Just like amazing. And the fact that they made him huge was just like perfect.
Can I say something that I think was really cool that a lot of folks might not have picked up on? Skeletor had his Havoc staff on the back of Beastman's head and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And Beastman said, "This really hurts."
Yeah.
Skeletor stopped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
You know? And it says something like, has there been a moment in the past where Skeletor pushed too far and Beastman got a little fierce with him? You know? Or I don't know. I just think that it was so cool that Beastman said, "Hey, this really hurts." And immediately Skeletor's like, "Oh, okay, I'll talk to Evil Lyn."
And I mean, also Skeletor was just amazing in this movie.
Phenomenal.
On so many levels. I thought, I'd have at least like one complaint or something, but the guy just stole the show. I mean, he was so good, and and also just I gotta say, I think that this kid Nicholas Galzatine, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right, was really surprisingly good too. I had zero faith in that, and I have mixed feelings about Jared Leto, but they both just won me over. Like, it was amazing work. So there are folks out there that are kind of pissed off at the movie in a variety of ways, and what a waste is my opinion on that. What a waste of energy and time. We're just so lucky to have it be good. I mean, it's not it's not the first Alien or The Godfather or what's another amazing movie, The Shining, but
Princess Bride.
It's not The Princess Bride. No.
Nothing will be The Princess Bride. That movie is perfect.
But
I mean, it's no Back to the
Bride,
Future.
Bram
but-
Stoker's Dracula, Willow.
Yeah. So that's the arena that it lives in. Actually, yes, you're right.
Well,
and
those are the measuring sticks that everyone's gonna put it against, right? Which is that's kind of not fair. But I know where you're going with this, Ron.
It's fair enough because it holds up.
Where I'm going with this is that this film's going to have a long life. A lot of movies go into the theaters and they succeed and then they disappear. A lot of movies go into the theaters and they don't succeed and they disappear. Some movies go into the theater, they do okay, and then they have a long life. I mean, Princess Bride wasn't a huge success in the movie theater. What other movies are a good example of this? Gremlins was not a huge, massive success, but it has had a long life. And that's what I think that Masters of the Universe is going to have.
Whoa, Nolan. Whoa.
What did Nolan say?
Nolan.
Oh, well, Nolan straight up threw Godfather under the bus. He said, forget for
Three is way better than The Godfather.
Bad.
Yeah,
I'm with Nolan.
Amazing.
he
Three is
said,
bad, the first two are
Godfather, forget about it. Now
All right,
I gotta
meant to say The Godfather Part 2. Sorry, that's a
No,
masterpiece.
part 3. Part 3 is
Oh.
bad. Part 2 is great. Part 1 is pretty good.
Yeah, Part 3
I
is the
actually enjoy
worst.
part 1 more than part 2. The parts of part 2 that I like the most are watching De Niro become the Godfather more so than the actual story in 2.
Yeah,
But this is insane praise to come from Allison.
what does Allison say?
It's almost like
He
she's saying
did
that
did
she
find
finds
a
the Moby
Skeletor.
song she
Skeletor.
liked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like that's saying there's that one Moby song that Allison likes.
That would
but
never happen, right?
yeah, with all seriousness, I mean, yeah. Go ahead, Alan.
I just want to say that in the theater, Nightmare Before Christmas did 50 million.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Dang.
it
Total.
didn't get popular
For the one.
until well after.
Mhm. Good
But-
example.
But it's all over Hot Topic all the time. You know, it's Disney rethemes their parks around it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It not doing amazing in the theater doesn't matter. I don't think many movies do amazing in the theater
Well,
now.
Yeah, exactly. This whole hullabaloo about how it's got to be a big hit, like, you know, Barbie was a big hit.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, but movie, what was the Steven Spielberg movie that just came out, Disclosure Day? It's not even doing incredibly well in the theater. I just think the theater
Supergirl.
is.
I'm expecting Supergirl to probably do Masters of the Universe numbers. Is my
Yes,
guess.
yeah.
And think about the Barbie. Where's Barbie now? If Motu does this much this summer and then comes out with a series or gets another movie on Amazon later, like it's still the longevity is there, and you would rather have the longevity than just one big summer and then dead, right?
Exactly.
Right. Right.
For sure.
and that's the big thing about this too. Again, we were talking about it earlier. From the start, they said that they don't expect huge numbers at box office. They're banking on the numbers afterwards through streaming.
Yeah.
Amazon has a very different way upon thinking about how their pictures work.
Yeah.
They are a streaming platform. So they never bank big on box office. Heck, up until K-pop Demon Hunters, anything that was on streaming first never even saw box office numbers. So there's always that realm that this is what their expectation is. So it's already doing beyond what they wanted. And again, they've already greenlit the sequel. So anybody who's out there naysaying, oh, it bombed, we're not going to see another movie, they've already greenlit it. They already have plans for the next one.
I'm still going to hold my breath. I'm still nervous about that. Yeah, I'm still nervous.
That Forbes magazine article saying that Amazon wanted to kind of get on streaming and bring in that audience, like 40 to 50-year-olds, like our ages, get new subscribers because they're kind of lacking in that. So they're kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yep. Alan, you were raising your hand again.
We're probably 5 or 6 years from a full AI movie that looks good and makes sense. That's it.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's not going to be that expensive either. I am massively entertained by the MOTU AI 30-second clips that I see online every now and then. Is it AI slop? It absolutely is. Is it really fun? Yes, it is. So I have no doubt more is coming.
Yeah.
HBO, when HBO was kind of new, they didn't have a ton of movies. A lot of people thought HBO stood for, hey, Beastmaster's on, because they played the movie Beastmaster over and over and over and over again, like 4 times a day. And that's where Beastmaster got to be this big cult following, you know?
Yeah.
It didn't have it in the theater. It did not do well in theater at all. It was a bomb.
Yeah.
But now everybody knows Beastmaster, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that MOTU is going to have that same replay. It's rewatchable. It's a movie that you might have on while you're cleaning the house. and that's something that I look forward to being able to see this over and over. If nothing else comes of it, I'm happy. I've had my cyclical moment, so if nothing else comes of it, that's fine. I think more's coming.
I think so too. I'm looking forward to that. What you just said, Alan. I'm looking forward to having the movie on rotation in the house while I'm cleaning, while I'm doing things, just being able to look over at it and get my dose. And that's what I love about it being on Amazon too. Pretty soon too. Immediately I'll be able to be watching it all the time.
Is anybody else excited about trying to pick up the soundtrack on vinyl?
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. It's gonna sound great on vinyl.
Like this movie's
coming
soundtrack was.
Yeah.
Is it coming out on vinyl?
They're putting everything back on vinyl these days.
They have a vinyl. It's just the single, so it's Eternity on one side, and then the Darkness is
cool.
Masters Universe, right, on the other side.
Awesome. Yeah.
So hopefully, they'll do the full, because that soundtrack beginning to end is just too good.
Brian May did an excellent job, and that influence being all throughout the soundtrack. And then on top of that, like when they started playing Princes of the Universe for the final battle, I lost my shit because it brought it right back around to the Highlander joke at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it was so good.
It's great.
Adam,
before you go, did you want to talk a little bit more before you head out? Your feelings? I know we didn't really get your final thoughts.
Oh, final thoughts. Yeah, no, I mean, I think I only had I had your complaint that I wanted the Journey to Snake Mountain to be more of a thing, not just like a 30-second montage,
Yeah.
And then the only low point for me was the jail scene, which I thought was a little bit discombobulated, because the jokey part of it sort of undercut the emotional thrust that you needed right there. So that's the only part where it kind of fell a little flat for me, but the rest I loved.
Yeah. The jokey part, I mean, I can see why people might have been thrown off by that, because I honestly, the title sequence at the beginning, or the beginning of it when Adam's doing his monologue, I actually started to have feelings of, oh shit, I don't know if I'm going to be on board with this humor. And I was actually getting a little scared. And then the rhythm kicked in and I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here. And I see what they're doing with the development of the Adam character. I understand now. But that one scene it is a really emotional scene, and I can see why you would feel that way.
I'm okay with humor. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, and that just you can't win every scene, but most of them I thought really worked well. So I was very happy.
I mean, even with like Thor Ragnarok and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and the newer Superman, not every joke is going to hit perfectly. Not every joke's going to be fantastic. So that's just normal. I guess it's normal when it comes to general silliness. But Adam, thank you for popping in tonight. I know you got to get going, but
it's great to see y'all.
Great to see you too.
Take care, Adam.
Love you, Adam. Adam.
And Sean, I'd love for you to tell your story, if you don't mind sharing that. I know you teased it a little bit, but I think it's really an important aspect of what this movie might mean for other people too.
So the week leading up to the movie, I originally thought it was going to be my son and my daughter going with me that night. We were going to go to the June 4th showing. And somewhere along the lines, my son just says to me, "Dad, I'm going to wait for it to be on our TV." And I was like, "Oh, all right." And then I looked at my daughter. I'm like, "Well, are you going to cancel on me too? Is this just going to be Dad going to the movies?" And she's like, "No, I want to see Cringer." And that was her main thing. She kept going, "I just want to see what they do with Cringer."
There you go.
And I'm like, "Okay, all right, whatever." So I take her. And we go through the whole movie. I barely talked to her. I just sat there watching the movie myself. The only part that I leaned over and talked to her was the Dolph Lundgren cameo, just so she was aware. And because I was like, that was He-Man when I was a kid. That was the guy, you know. And after that, I just left her on her own, and neither one of us talked through the whole thing to each other. We just watched. And when the credits started rolling, I looked over at her, and she had the biggest smile I've ever seen. And I'm like, "What did you think?" She goes, 10 out of 10. She's like, "I absolutely love that movie." And I go, "So do you watching that movie, did that make you even remotely understand why Dad has all the stuff in the basement he has, and why this is something that I've carried with me ever since I was a kid?" And she's like, "I think I do get it." And then all of a sudden, Orko showed up. We've already said spoilers. So Orko shows up, and she went ballistic because she didn't even know Orko was going to show up. And that's her second favorite character. So then 11 out of 10. She's so happy he's involved. And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm good. But it just, like, the whole ride home that night, she and I just kept talking about it. And she, even the other day, she's like, "Dad, when's that going to be on digital?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't even look it up yet." And she goes, "Well, we got to see it again. I want to see it soon." I'm like, "I do too, but I don't know when it's going to be out."
Right? Yeah.
I treated myself on Father's Day to go see it by myself, just to have a day to just do it. And you know, like, ever since then, she has just been very receptive to it. And I know my son's excited to see it because between her and I talking about this, he's excited based on stuff. I showed him what Trapjaw looks like in the movie today, and he just gives me this look, and he's like, "That's crazy, Dad." I'm like, "Yeah, this is what you're going to witness. This is good stuff." Like, the thing, I've said this many times on this show. I've said this many times on Legends of Grayskull, and I'm going to say it again right now. When I was 3 and 4 years old, discovering this franchise, this toy line, the things that would come into my mind were how dark the packaging art was, the Rudy Obrero art feeling very Frazetta-esque, and that feeling of the war-torn Eternia, and the feeling of it felt like it was dangerous. And you picture yourself, you're stuck in the jungle for the night. You have to light a campfire, and there's things in the darkness you hear, and you don't know what they are. And then all of a sudden, here's Beast Man coming out of the freaking shadows, lit by the campfire and ready to eat you. And here comes He-Man with his axe and shield, just like, "I got this." And he's going to punch the crap out of him. That Beast Man was what we saw in that movie. He was not the toy. That was Beast Man. Just like when I saw Trapjaw around the corner in that hallway, that was Trapjaw the way I pictured him as a kid. So I'm going, these nightmare fuel versions of these characters have been in my head ever since I was a kid. And somehow Travis Knight translated what was in my head all these years and showed it to me in the movie, and made me freaked out at 47 watching these guys. Spike was freaking scary.
Yeah.
When he came in and roars, I'm like, holy crap, I would never want to see that guy enter a room. Like,
oh man, can we talk a little bit about that fight scene at, in Snake Mountain with Spikor and Karg? I mean,
anybody that was worried about He-Man not fighting with the sword, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna give it to you, baby." DMX said X gonna give it to you all over Snake Mountain.
This is another thing too that I think is important too to talk about, is I really spent a lot of time after watching the movie thinking about the violence in the movie. Whenever it comes down to these characters that we traditionally know and believe to be non-killers based on a particular version of it, it's a little hard to swallow for some. Like, I can understand Batman fans being frustrated when Ben Affleck is like blowing all these people away with machine guns and stuff. But like, here's what I loved about the Masters of the Universe and the way they treated violence. It was talked about. Adam is contemplating what he's just done. Not just like, oh, I had to do it and move on. Each moment of violence had an impact on that character. Like, what movie does that now?
Yeah.
The Marvel movies have this awful tendency to off a bunch of people at once, and then they just move on to the next scene. And that I think Travis and I did a great job with, or the writers, whoever was in charge of constructing that contemplative moment did a great job. Alan.
I love that He-Man would hit someone with the power sword and they would go flying.
Yes.
It's not called the cutting sword, it's called the power sword.
Yeah.
You know? And also he impaled someone to the ceiling with it, right?
Card.
But Card was relatively fine the whole time. You know, he
stabbed him into the ceiling, stabbed him into the wall. Like he turned Card into a pin cushion, and Card was still like, it's only a flesh wound.
But even through the violence, you knew that bad guy was okay, which I enjoyed.
You know what? I don't know about Goatman. I like that. He was stabbed in the jugular and thrown off.
Goatman did dirty.
He'll be fine.
He's gonna walk it off just like Mossman. Mossman, they're gonna sprinkle water on him, put a little chia pet seed in him. He's coming back.
And put Spike-Or against the wall, on the horn against the bad. Like having that double punch with Spike-Or is like adds that humor as well, because it was like, come on, how friggin' perfect was that? Punch him, fly around, punch him again, fly around.
So
like
brilliant.
Loved it.
Brilliant.
Loved it.
And using one of the Skelenites, like, I'm just gonna put you here, and now I don't have to worry about you. You're stuck on the back of this guy, and that's ridiculous. Like, it wasn't bloody, it wasn't gory, it was ridiculous.
They leaned into the humor very, very much so. But that's what Master Universe has always been about. A little bit of a lot of humor. So what. Mm-hmm. If they didn't do it that way, I don't think it would have been the same movie. So Travis Knight said it right. He wanted to lean into the absurdity of it, and that's fine. We got
Cobb and Alan are raising their hands here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be heading out soon. I'd say I'll just talk about the movie and con just real quick. What I thought about. I actually just got to see same thing with my kids. My kids were on a cruise when the movie came out. I took my roommate with me when you seen it, but I saw it again with my kids, and my kids loved it, and it was awesome. The only thing they picked up on was the same thing I kind of did that I didn't care for as much as when he punched Trapjaw in the face and he hurt his hand. My kids were like, why'd that hurt him? I was like, I don't know. I was like, that's kind of my biggest gripe with the movie. I was like,
you're the strongest man in the universe.
I was like, that wouldn't hurt him, man. But I was like, I could get over that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love the movie, and I was even concerned like buying the figures because we got the figures before the movie came out. I was like, I hope I like these figures after I see the movie. So now I love my figures even more because totally love the movie.
Yeah.
And on to MOTUNIVERSE. Oh my God, I had such a great, awesome time. Thank you to Mikey and Jay. It was so great to be there, but meet you guys in person too.
Great to see you, Cobb.
It was really great.
As well with you two, Alan, Kenzo, freaking so cool. Skelly, your big giant displays. I got to see those before I even saw you. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait
to
see
Skelly. Hard to miss those, right?
Yeah. Well, I was in there before Skelly was back there. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just so seeing Alan's wife just kind of holding the bag and standing behind you, kind of almost with a concerned look on her face every time you were digging through something. it was funny to see. But
she had a name tag on that just said, "Hey, that's my wife."
Right? Yeah. But yeah, just awesome. I can't wait till next year. Hopefully another MOTUNIVERSE from you guys. That'd be freaking awesome. Maybe the only next con I go to, but it'd be that one. That was so much fun.
Absolutely.
Only con you need.
Yeah,
awesome seeing you, Cobb, for sure, dude.
Especially that close to me too. I'm like, that was awesome. But and I'll try and book it a little better, maybe even stay both days. So
yeah. Also, Cobb, you're the reason why I did end up picking up this guy. Your review of the Clawful.
He looks
Was-
good. I almost thought you had that Mondo one for a second because the
No.
timer's over him. I couldn't quite see it all the way.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was hesitant to get this guy, and then I watched your review, and I was like, yeah, I got to get this one.
All those
Great
2000X are pretty cool. I'm loving all those guys. The Webster that just came out is really rad. I love that
Yeah.
Webster.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need that web store. I know I said I wasn't getting like the 2000X versions of this, but I need that web store, and
That
now it's
Webster.
got me wanting to go back to and get.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, the
Oh,
way he's
Finally.
He looks
He's
awesome.
Finally.
punched over and those extra lace. Oh man, he was just good. I loved him.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I gotta go in, drop my stuff off, head to the office. But thank you guys
All
for
right.
having me.
Good to see you, Cobb.
God,
Take care.
thanks for
Scott.
joining, bro.
Peace out, guys.
Alan, you were next.
I just want to say something real quick. You know what's really cool is that since the movie, on Big Bad Toy Store, which is I buy a lot of toys from them.
What?
No.
It
Yeah.
used to be
Shocking.
you would have to go under the brands tab and scroll to get to Master of the Universe. First page, baby. First page. That's where all the MOTU
I noticed
stuff
that
is
too,
now.
Alan.
Yeah.
I did say that to myself when I was on the page. I
Yeah.
go, hey, it's right there now. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's selling. That's why, man. These chronicle, like everything it seemed like Mattel was trying to do with Masters back in like 2021 with Masterverse Origins and the CGI toys. It's like they finally hit it with Chronicles, the Origins versions and cartoon collection, and then the core for the kids.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
still got the mini masters too, which are freaking amazing.
Yeah. The core figures are pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah,
I was
great
kind of blown away.
articulation for $10. Like what?
Yeah.
When you guys were talking about the comedy in it, I think it's important that we look at the framework of the times and how
Yeah.
many people out there only know MOTU from the memes.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I have people who work for me here, and they're showing me Mr. Home Arcade's Drunk He-Man videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like they're like,
Like,
this is
I
awesome.
am
I love
aware.
this. And but like that's the framework that some people are coming from.
Yeah.
And the humor of it and the cheese of it is all the residue. We got the action and the horror when we came up with it.
Yeah,
But there's
I
a lot
like
of
that they
stuff
leaned
too.
into it. Yeah. They
they
leaned into
did.
that.
They embraced it. That corny
All of it.
cheesiness. That again, as a kid, I loved that stuff. Like, you know, as a little kid, that's part of what made me fall in love with watching the cartoon. And then later, as I got older and went back to try and watch it, I was like, oh man, this is really rough. But it's all on how the jokes land. Like the jokes from 83 don't land the same as they do today. Like I'll chuckle, but I won't laugh. The movie made
Don't
me
lose your
laugh.
dinosaur, Oz. Don't lose your dinosaur. Stop it. No.
I can't do it anymore.
Denver the Last Dinosaur. Actually, with that new toy coming
I mean,
out, I don't.
They had What's Going On, right? The meme song.
The meme.
Well, not the exact one, but they had the basis of that
Right.
playing as Beastman's
original.
coming to attack. It was
Yeah.
a perfect balance right there.
Yeah,
And he's looking around going, what's going on? And the song's
Yeah.
playing, what's going on? And
Yeah.
it's like, dude.
I think you're right, Alan. That needed to be there. I'm glad it wasn't just that. I'm glad we got a little bit of dose of the mini comics, a little bit of dose
Yes.
of Filmation, a little bit of dose of the '87 movie, and a little bit
Yeah.
of the meme verse that Masters lives in too. Like the movie had to do all that, and it did. It met those expectations. It would have been sad if it didn't. What were you going to say, Alan?
I remembered a moment that I loved
Yeah.
because it was such a mini comic moment. It wasn't from the cartoon. It was Skeletor asleep on that slab under the sheet,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have any boots on, and that was barefoot Skeletor for a second,
Yes.
standing in front of the window, and there's planets in the background. That was a mini comic moment, and I loved that.
Yeah, I don't know.
was
I haven't had a chance to watch the movie again, but the thing I was going to look for was butt cheek Skeletor during that scene to make sure that Jeremy and Kurt and Steve from Podcasters of the Universe got a little bit of that. But I was super happy that we did get to see his feet, his claw feet. So good.
Yeah.
No, Alan, me first. No, I was just gonna say I took some coworkers, and Alan, to your point, the whole meme stuff. They were almost expecting, instead of He-Man killing Skeletor at the end, they thought he was gonna run away and be like, "Until we meet again."
Yeah,
like that's how they were thinking it was gonna end.
Yeah,
no.
Which is how Skeletor usually does in Filmation. He usually runs away, and he never
Gotta
did.
run away.
Yeah. But you know what? The memes were just excellent. As a matter of fact, Ron, if you want to share the screen,
Sure.
I mean, this was classic. I mean, seriously, I love the fact they put him in civilian gear.
that was so funny.
That was so good. And now they're
I
actually
started doing
making
Office Space memes with him.
Yeah, and now they're actually doing an action figure of that of those scenes. That is just crazy. And if everyone could follow this device, if you could just go watch the movie a few more times.
That'd be
great.
I'm planning on going tonight. I'm gonna go at 11. They're having 11 o'clock. So
I really want to watch it a few more times before it comes out of theaters, because seriously, this is the only chance we're gonna get it ever.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna try and go this weekend. For sure.
I definitely need to catch it on the big screen at least one more time, because again,
in a good chair, in a
chair that's properly working this time. I want to ride Battle Cat. Damn it,
Kenny, you got to tell me if there's anyone else in that theater with you.
Middle of the week or end of the week, kind of 11 o'clock in Pueblo. I doubt it, but
that's kind of like when I would love to go when there's nobody else there. Just because I don't like a lot of people. I call that But getting to go to that, this was one movie I wanted to see packed. When I bought the tickets like 2 months ago, it showed the theater sold out. I had to pick the only 3 seats that were together for me, Connor, and Ziggy. The whole theater was sold out. We show up and there's a group of people behind us, and there was like 2 more people in front of us. That was it. And I was like, what happened? This theater was sold out. I had to pick the 3 seats I picked because they were together.
What happened to me was they had July 5th came out first, and that's when I bought my ticket for, and then they opened up 4th and 3rd, July 3rd showings.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of people who were going to see it on the 5th moved to those earlier dates.
And that was kind of one of the things for me too, was that there was a viewing that was ending as we walked up. We actually walked into the credits and we were like, oh, I thought it was just like that regular, like pre-show stuff going on when I heard noise in the theater. So we walked in and it was still the credits rolling down. So I was like, oh, we need to turn around and go back out. And I'm really, really glad that we did, because if we'd hung around, then that very ending post-credits scene would have been, it would have just been ruined.
Yeah.
And then while we were waiting for them to clean up the theater, there was also another viewing going on. So like you say, Alan, I think maybe at first when I bought my ticket, the theater had been sold out, but then as even earlier times opened up for people to go see it, that those people then went to those earlier showings. But I'm really, really glad that I got to take Connor to not just to see Masters of the Universe in theaters. This was his first experience going to a midnight event. Now, I'm a little sad that, again, it wasn't like the packed kind of party that I thought it was going to be. Everybody raising up their Power Sword cups. That wouldn't have happened anyway, because some jerk behind the counter bought the last one before.
I'm going to talk to Oz in like 10 years. He's going to be talking about that.
Yeah, I'm still going to complain about that guy. I'm about to thunder punch him into the... dude, like he had to say it in front of my kid. Now, mind you, if he was standing up, he may have seen that I had my kid there, and maybe that would have helped him choose his words better.
He probably wouldn't have anyway. He probably wouldn't have anyway.
No,
Damn
but
kids. Yeah.
At some point, you got to forgive that person, Oz. You just got to forgive.
I'm gonna hold this grudge until I die. I've already got the Power Cup sword because I ordered it online.
Oz, what would Skeletor do? That's you got to ask yourself.
Now I need to go buy the replica Havoc staff so I go show him what would Skeletor do. I'm gonna go back there with the little mask that I'm gonna buy at Target and then chase him through the movie theater. I need that power sword.
In today's episode, we learned that movie theater people are boobs.
I mean, everybody's talking about the power sword, but this is really the thing that I was just completely blown away by.
Ooh, I found a 3D print for that. Ooh, I'm gonna make that.
Now,
I
are
saw
you
that.
3D printing? It's just the stairs in the throne, right, Kenzo, with the snakes.
With the snakes, yeah.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
this
I'm
thing.
probably gonna need to buy some of that from you.
I mean, this is too expensive, and I probably could live without it. But when I saw this in person, I just was blown away. I never imagined. I mean, it's not a popcorn bucket. I mean, this is the popcorn. That's where the popcorn.
It holds
really
more
goes.
than the Lobo Supergirl one.
Does it really? I mean, these things are getting to be really cool. But this, I mean, I've never seen anything like this. It's mass produced for movie theaters that has a wash on the characters. Yeah. I mean, it's better quality than, well, never mind. Those are two pretty good ones too.
Better quality than the Collector. How about that?
The better quality than the Collector.
Yes.
Good example. Good example. Yeah, this is just amazing. It's incredible that we're in this era.
They even had a thing on the Today Show, or was it Today Show, where they did all about popcorn buckets, and they talked about what went behind it and when they were thinking about it, and then they actually had the gray skull on the table, and they had the power sword in there, and Craig Melvin said he's going to take it home and all that. So,
yeah.
Don't break it, Mikey.
Right. No.
Honestly, how could you not choose this as like your everyday? I'm going everywhere. This is my cup. Like,
the funny thing is I had to have a friend's mom. She keeps kind of a lookout for me. She called this local theater. It wasn't AMC or Cinemark or anything. It's this local theater, and they happened to sell it. So I went up there, I grabbed it, and I had a showing at AMC, and I just walked into AMC with this.
Nice.
I didn't say anything, and I went.
Why
and filled up my
wouldn't
drink.
you? Right? Why wouldn't you? You're still going to pay for it at the end. They know how much it fits.
If they,
that's incredible. That is incredible.
You might say something like, "Oh, did you pay for that, sir?" Like that. You're kind of
I got it from you guys the other day. Sure.
Like they keep, that kind of stuff they keep behind the counter. So like, there's no way you would have just had access to it to walk off with it.
Right. And the AMC was sold out of it, so they, in the back of their mind, they had to have known I didn't get it at that time, but
right from them
$40
at
for
that
a
time.
drink thing, you'd think that you'd be able to fill it up a couple times.
But yeah, you're gonna want to fill it up over and over again. I mean, I'm just sitting there picturing myself pulling like a Pauly Shore, going in and getting like the slushy and filling up my power sword with it, and then going up to the guy and being like, just wheezing the juice.
I will say though, Oz, so like you were saying, you don't like a packed theater too much, like. There was something about I saw the movie 7 times in the theaters, but only really about 2 times other than the premiere. The premiere was a whole nother level, but 2 times out of the 6 that I saw it in theaters were the crowd really got into it and they were cheering and Camila Mendes gets on screen and people were clapping. Idris Elba gets on screen. People were clapping.
Yeah.
And something like, I saw a bunch of power swords go up during the transformation. And it was like, I was getting like teary eyed and
yes,
it was crazy.
And that's the exact kind of moments that I wanted Connor to see at midnight. And mind you, for the few of us that were there, we did cheer. Like,
Yeah.
again, I sang Princes of the Universe the whole way through during the battle scene. Like, you know, we really, really did, you know, we did it up for what we could with who was there. We had a fun time. And the castle popcorn, what I love about that castle popcorn bucket is that it's like a whole movie going experience. You could put your candy in it, the popcorn in it, and you got the cup for the drink. They were like giving Connor a cup from, like, you know, off to the side to go fill with a drink. I was like, no, we just spent all the money on this thing. He's drinking out of the cup that comes with this now. You know, like, he was happy.
That's what it is to be a kid. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to have that fun experience, and that's truly what I want. I want more younger fans to be satisfied and excited about this movie, because I want it to keep getting passed down. You know,
Well,
I want
like,
them to fall in love with this thing for their own reasons. It doesn't have to be the same reasons that we fell in love with it. That's what we love about it. That's what we got. I want them to have their reasons to fall in love with it, and I really think this movie has that, because one thing that Connor said to me was, Dad, this was my favorite movie ever. Which, mind you, up until now, that has been Avengers Endgame.
It's a tough movie to beat.
Yeah, that's what I said. And, you know, he said, and he wasn't saying it just for me. He was telling me what his exact favorite parts of this movie were.
That's cool.
You know, and yeah, he loved the fact that He-Man couldn't get frozen. Like, it slowed him down and stopped him, but not completely. What the hell is that trash doing on Skeletor? I mean,
Hall of Fame, baby. Hall of
You
Fame.
just made him a loser.
look, man,
I want to
Hall
see
of
what
Fame,
Alan's
baby.
over
Hall
he
of
there.
needs
Fame.
purple and black. He needs some real good colors on that.
Let's see what you got there, Alan. Nice. See,
Look
this
at them
is what-
Skelenites.
I think we just need more core
Army
figures
building
for
them
the
up.
kids, because
Yep.
they're amazing.
They are. Did you get the different colored ones? Light gray, dark gray?
Yes. I hope my wife's not watching. I have 10 of these.
You know she is, Alan.
But I needed 10 of them. So yeah, I think I have 4 of the light and then the rest of the dark.
Well, they're knights. Yeah, I mean they're army builders. You got
But
Shannon, so you're
they're the-
watching, and buying 10 of them only cost as much as one troll, so it's okay.
less than a troll. Really.
There you go. Less than a troll. See?
These are the same height as Origins.
Yeah.
So I really like these next to Origins because not every character in MOTU is super buff. So these are
Normal.
These are not masters of the universe. These are guards of Snake Mountain. You know, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Good
And
point.
for a $10 figure, a little bit
Yeah,
of paint, it's gorgeous.
That's what we need. We need more $10 action figures, to be honest with you.
I wish, man. I
yeah.
mean, look, don't get me wrong. I love buying my $50 and $60 action figures, and you know, I love getting a $20 action figure. But my bank account and I would appreciate it if they would all just kind of go right back down to $10.
I mean, I've said it a couple times already, but those core figures are really of high quality, and the paint applications on them are good. I mean, that core Skeletor and the core Beastman, those are the only two that I've gotten. They're just incredible.
They're great.
You got to get that 4-pack so you can get Goatman too. It's such a
I
good,
know.
It's such
I
a good
know.
set. It's a
I
good
have it
set.
on my Amazon wish list.
And in these times where everything keeps going up, like everything
Yeah.
is, I mean, you're getting $30 for the
Yeah.
Marvel or McFarlane
That's
or
true.
whatever, 27, 28 for the GI Joes, and then finally we get a kids line, and now they're going to do it to the DC line. So they're doing things
Yeah.
right for the kids at least, and giving us those cheaper figures that
Yeah.
obviously we're still going to get for us, but it's nice. That they
Yeah,
got them
for the kids.
I mean, the amount of times we've talked positively about the movie and Amazon tonight, maybe they'll just send us each a 4-pack.
right.
Come on, Amazon, Amazon Mattel, send us some stuff.
I mean, if they want to send me the 4-pack of like all the henchmen, like that 4-pack, I'll take that one gladly. The avian, I need to get some more of those myself.
Yeah,
I need that
pretty cool.
4-pack. Yeah, that one. I need that 4-pack and the previous one that had like all the generals, the pre-Turnia battle or whatever. I need that one too. Still, I just keep collecting too much Mythic Legions.
I gotta ask Sean this because I know he and I are kind of in a similar space as far as when it comes to collecting. Like I'm really at a stage right now where I'm just like very carefully hand picking the things that I get. But I know Sean's been a little bit more strict with himself than I have. So how's the movie making you feel about the toys that are coming out? Are you feeling that pull now that you're living with the good vibes of the movie?
I was doing it before the movie came out, to be honest, because the trailers gave me enough to go, I think I'm going to like this. And once I saw the Chronicles Battle Cat, I was like, that has to be the most gorgeous thing I've seen.
Those eyes.
Yep. And I'm like, they couldn't pull it off 2 other times recently.
Yeah.
For me, at least, with Origins and with the Masterverse version. I was like, I'm getting that Battle Cat. And then I was lucky enough that I found He-Man pretty easy. I actually got him the same night I got Battle Cat. So I'm just there like I'm putting He-Man on top of Battle Cat. I'm just a happy camper. And it took a while to find a Skeletor locally.
Really?
But basically, I didn't go crazy. I got Chronicles, He-Man, Skeletor, Trapjaw. But then for the core line, I started getting more of those because I love that it was just $10 and it wasn't
$10.
It's like literally a third of buying a Chronicles figure, practically. You know, like that.
And they're not that bad looking.
Really nicely.
They look pretty good.
Yeah. I told everyone, I'm like, I'm only gonna get Origins. I'm not doing any of this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then I see Core on the shelf, and it's like you can't not get a He-Man that's hanging there for $10.
$10, yeah,
absolutely.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Alan.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid I have to go. I wish I could sit and talk Master of the Universe all night with you guys, but I have to go. I have a set to finish.
Alan, really quick, just before you go, I have to ask because you know what, your videos and everything are just epic.
Yeah,
we were just really quick, sharing some inside information here. We were begging. I think it's okay to talk about this, but we were hoping and wishing that Mattel would have brought the Castle Grayskull. Have you been to like SDCC and seen that thing? I don't know if you ever saw
the big one.
I saw their setup at the toy shows. Yes.
Yeah. Like, how difficult would it be to make one of those? I mean, like, just like for like a convention like ours. Like, I mean, like I'm really shooting for the stars here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering, what's involved and like how difficult. Like, I'm happy to help or do whatever we need to do.
That's what I do for a living. Like,
that's what Alan does.
Yeah, we could totally do that if you wanted to.
The reason I ask, the only reason I ask, is because when I saw Ron bringing in this castle, I was like, what's freaking? It must be possible. It must be possible to have one.
Anything's possible. Yeah.
Right. But the only real problem is where to store it. I think we'll store it a piece at everybody's house. You know what I mean?
I think it'd be really nice just to have the drawbridge, a chunk of the wall, and the drawbridge comes down.
Yeah.
And that's your way in and out.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. But I still would like to see, a forced perspective. You know what I mean? Kind of Grayskull, but
it would have to be modular.
I would love.
I'm down,
dude. Thank you.
I'm down.
So freaking cool, man. Thank you.
And I say you're talking to the guy that puts haunted houses together, like that.
Yeah, this is why I'm like, oh, dude,
sure.
like,
and this is my Castle Grayskull paint job in my office.
That's so cool.
And not just putting them together, but one of the best at it. So that's even better, right? I mean,
absolutely.
And then the fact that he loves Masters so much that what's going into it and what he's going to put into something like that. No, it's.
I mean, awesome. I had to take this, right, Alan? You know what I mean? I had to take the chance.
Yeah, it's like I have 10 of those.
Yeah, just making sure.
2. I have 2.
2.
Yeah. My bobblehead, you probably can't see it. but it's right up there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
On the shelf there. There you go.
Is
Yeah.
that the costume? The Beastman?
Yeah, that's my Beastman costume.
Sweet. We gotta get you wearing that, man. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, I saw what you did, and I'm ready to invest.
Oh, Alan, that means the world to us.
You know.
Mike is crying. You don't understand. He's actually tearing.
And I don't cry over anything.
Yeah,
It's times like this that I wish I lived in Texas so I could come help you, Alan.
I you know what? Maybe you can come down for like a week before and help do some work on it, and then we'll meet up back there.
That would be amazing.
Thank you so much, brother. We'll see.
All
you.
right.
Okay.
See you
Bye,
guys
Alan.
Later, buddy.
I have to go work.
Enjoy.
Take care, Alan.
Take care. Hey, if you don't take your shot, you're never gonna know, right? So I took my
You
shot.
always gotta ask. Like
I
that
mean,
is
I was messaging with him on Instagram already, so
Yeah.
we're talking.
I took my
he's-
shot. I was like, I would
he's a
love to see
pro.
Captain Grayskull at MOTUNIVERSE next time.
He's a pro.
Well, yeah, that's what he was asking us on Tuesday. He was like, "What would be the ultimate backdrop for your show?" Like he was already kind of searching and kind of feeling us out and what we wanted.
No, I'm crying, man. Seriously. I'm like,
Yeah. What you guys need also is a room where you can have an Eternia mini golf course indoors.
You know what? I don't know, Mike. Tell me if I'm crazy, but I think that the diorama exhibit didn't work out as well as we expected because basically Ron took it over. But I think we had I think there was a lot of interest. I think that there were a lot of customized pieces there. We had to be split up into two different areas. But next year I really would like to see more of that. Like maybe upstairs on the second floor. Maybe we just have one.
We originally were planning on the diorama being a separate room, and then it kind of morphed into just being a part of the floor.
That makes, I mean, for the first time, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that you know what it would look like if you got some crazy person like me that's gonna just bring some gigantic things.
Well, 17 feet. I'm like, man, we wouldn't even be able to fit that in a room.
have a special room so that people can walk around the dioramas. And that's the main thing about enjoying a diorama piece. Or
one thing I think
being able to see it. Yeah.
One thing I think we should also do for sure is there are a couple of movie effects studios here and effects prop suppliers, and they sponsor a lot of the prop shows and a lot of the cosplay shows and maker shows. So I think what we should do really is approach some of these guys and say, hey, we got all these makers making really cool stuff, and you know what? Maybe you should think about helping us out and sponsoring the room. Because I think that would be a really great opportunity for them to showcase some of the materials that they sell, and because a lot of makers just don't know where to get this stuff. They kind of source it out themselves, but if they know a direct supplier, I think it actually would be a lot easier.
Absolutely, that's a great idea. You guys should do that for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're in Los Angeles too. Again, the Los Angeles area has so many prop making houses that would love to be part of something like this. I'm following this model making team, and they just made this giant like blob promoting the Minion movie, and they're always
on
doing
top of the
you saw that
hot dogs.
Yeah. I mean,
crazy.
They're really invested in the community of makers. They're always posting jobs. They're always like reaching out and involving the creative community, and maybe they'd be interested in something too. I'll send you the Instagram, guys, after this. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but they're doing really cool stuff down there.
Yeah. But you know what? It really was just a life-changing experience, MOTUNIVERSE. I mean, Mike said it earlier. Like, you expect one thing from a show. I've done a bunch of them. I've done a bunch of shows, but I do have to say that the atmosphere, the energy, everything about MOTUNIVERSE was just a cut above. You know what I mean? Again, what really got to me really was just how many people were so generous with their time. like I said, like people who weren't like even thinking about being volunteers, they were founders, and they just came and said, "I want to help. I want to volunteer." And they, we threw a shirt on them, and yeah, exactly.
He gave us blue shirts, and we got to work.
That's right.
Pretty much, right?
Like a paid. Think about it. They paid to be. Everybody paid to be there, and they were working that day. I lost my mind.
It's incredible.
I honestly, for me, the experience, it made it 10 times better to where if I was just walking around like, going from, it would have been cool, but being involved in and being able to help like that for me, obviously you guys are my boys. Like I would never go expecting just to hang around and just, no, I'm not going to take up space, man. I'm going to help if I can, I mean, there were some times where I took up space, but most of the time I was at least trying to do something. So I just
making me feel guilty. That's all I did. All I did was take up space.
You took up a lot of space.
But
you gave a lot of people content and
you gave them a lot of joy.
Happiness,
You gave them a lot of joy, Ron. So
I have not talked that much in 48 hours ever in my life. I don't know how many times I said the same thing.
You know what's crazy about Ron?
So cool.
What's crazy about your build is that people were it went kind of viral because people I remember people at the show and they were like, "Oh my god, that thing's here! I saw that! I saw
it."
Yeah, it was really weird.
Like,
The last video, the last build video that I did right before the convention, a lot of people were watching the videos leading up to the 13th one, but the 13th one, it's like a 50-something thousand views. I've never encountered that before ever. It's really incredible, and I get a lot of positive feedback, which is so heartwarming. And I think that's and Jay, a lot about this, and Kenzo too. Putting videos on YouTube, you're hoping to at least inspire someone. Right. And that's really, to me, like what it's all about, like to do the thing that I want to do and share that in the hopes that somebody will be like, fuck yeah, I want to do that too. And I'm getting a little choked up actually, because I've spent my life making art, and that because of the convention, because of the movie, because of the stuff I've been doing on my channel, whatever, I guess, people have been getting a lot of positive energy from my videos, and I also wanted to take a moment tonight to thank you guys too, because without you guys in the convention, I'm not sure if my that video would have gotten the attention that it gotten, and I appreciate you all helping get other creatives' work out there through Masters of the Universe. We all know Masters of the Universe is a direct conduit for creatives to just make shit. It's so cool. If you grew up with it, or if you're new to it, you have this urgency to make things. It's just an amazing thing. Or get involved imaginatively in the worlds that are involved with Masters of the Universe. But you guys really created a physical space where Broman and other creatives could share their stuff, and Total Madness Customs, who does the little G.I. Joe Masters of the Universe figures, he brought them over and showed me, and that's just huge. So I just wanted to offer my sincere thanks to you guys for putting this convention on and providing that venue for creatives to just chat with each other and share their experiences.
We were more than happy to have you guys. I mean, it's a symbiotic relationship there. We both were, you helped us, we help you, kind of thing. We love to see your guys. The creatives that Masters bring is some of the best creators I've ever seen.
It's so cool.
There's just some really amazing artwork, and just dioramas and giant castles that custom figures, and crazy original characters. It's mind-blowing. So we're
MX,
more than happy.
All the way from Mexico, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a lot of great creatives there. And again, that entire indie corner. You know what I mean? All those guys, they started off as fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody there started off as a fan, and they had a dream, and they made their dream realities. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. And that's the kind of thing we wanted to bring. I mean, speaking of founders becoming volunteers, Moshman Sean.
Yeah,
huge,
Sean.
huge,
freaking crazy. The guy literally. I think he was one of the. Like I said, he was one of those guys. Friday night, picking up his badge and literally looking at me is like, "Jay, do you need any help?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Put the poor
And then
guy
we
to work.
sucked him in all weekend,
all the way to the end, right?
all the way till Monday.
He brought his truck.
I gotta say directly to Mossman Sean, that he's here and watching, and I don't know if I was able to express this to him when during the convention. Oh, nice.
That's
nice
when he
good
is.
job. Yeah. Mossman Sean stood by me right there by my side at the end when we were moving those builds out, and those movers there that didn't seem to know what they were doing or what they'd gotten themselves into. And I was like, my heart was in my throat. I was scared every minute. And who was standing there right with me was Mossman Sean, along with a few other people too. But Mossman Sean stood by the whole time and was like offering this, he was like patting me on the back and offering such good advice and thoughts and like positivity. And that really, that's magic right there. That's magic. And again, I know we say it a lot in this group of us, but the community is so good.
Oh yeah,
just an amazing community.
That's because it's true.
Yeah,
it is so true. Again, that past weekend was a testament to that. Like I said, people really are. I just cannot stress enough. People paid to be there. And they literally started working for us. We were like, "What is going on?" That's when I knew. Again, I had so many. I've been to the roller coaster so many times, but at the end of the day, you just never know for the first year out. And as soon as I saw people just saying, literally, people who would pay to be there saying, "Hey, can I help you guys? You guys look like you could use some help." And I was like, "Please, anything you." And I wasn't expecting to do the whole weekend. I was just expecting like, "Oh yeah, tonight I'll help you out, and then tomorrow I'm going to enjoy the con." No, we're talking about literally all weekend. They were there, just freaking working. Oh, I was like, "This is crazy."
And during that last dinner, the same people are saying, "I can't wait to help next year." Like that's another thing. Like I'm definitely down to do the same thing. I mean, and that's the other part,
Yeah,
100%.
Sean, we got to get you out to the one next year, okay?
Yeah,
we shall see. The plane ticket and all that stuff is a little scary and steep for me at the moment. So
yeah.
You just start saving now. You got to
start saving now.
A year roughly.
$50 a month. You're good.
The beauty of that is every time I think I can do that, there's always something that pulls that money away from it.
Save money? What?
Yeah, I was going to say Mondo puts out too many 2000X figures one after the other that I want right now that it's really hard.
Oh my god!
How many of you guys got the Mondo 2000X clawful? Any of you guys got it?
The only one I didn't get.
I had to.
Okay.
Jay
got it.
I got, dude. It's like I was looking at it. I was like, there's no, like, this thing is ridiculous. I said this thing is absolutely ridiculous, but I have to have it. I have to have it. I was like, you know what? I'm already used to dropping freaking two bills on a 1/6. I might as well just go ahead and do it for these two. I mean, it's fine. Right? I was like,
that Beast Man is amazing, and I'm so glad I have that. But I'm a little sad I didn't go for the clawful just because I love clawful and I like the scale and the detail in that scale.
Don't look on eBay.
Yeah,
do not look on eBay.
I'm not. I have already. It's very depressing. Depressing.
I mean, that's the thing. When the pre-order hit for those, the douche couldn't. The douche was like, "I'd love to get He-Man, but I can't do it right now."
Yeah.
And instead of me getting He-Man and Clawful, I go, I'm in. You're getting He-Man, and that's it. You're not even. There's no argument. You are getting He-Man, and I said I'll also help you with Skeletor if you need to, because you got to at least get those two, if not anybody else.
Yep.
And then I was like, well, maybe there won't be a timed edition. No. And then I go on eBay, and I'm like, no. And
Yeah, I've seen a few reviews of the Clawful, and it's a gorgeous piece of art. Gotta say,
It's crazy.
I regret
Amazing.
not getting that one. Yeah.
I'm
You know-
happy. I'm happy I have the NECA Staction because that's the closest thing that we had gotten to something as highly detailed as what we're getting now with the Mondo one. But
And they had the Origins kit that I made that I'm happy with. So
yeah, that's amazing.
3D printed
too.
kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Today, dropping 2 exclusives back to back, I was like, that's nuts. You got like, I love Mondo, but I got like,
Their timing sucks.
Come on,
Yeah.
like, I've always been
They know what they're doing.
literally critical about. I literally every single time they do this, I call them out on it every single freaking.
Mhm.
Like, what are
As you
doing?
should. As
Like
you
Battle
should.
Cat came out
What are
when
you
we were trying to get
doing?
Eternia, right? Like, why
Yeah,
are you doing
yeah.
that to us?
I almost had to split. Like I had to figure it out, but I almost had to split that up. I was like, this is insane. Thankfully, they had a pay in 4 at the time, and with Cecil, that was the only way I was able to do that. After that, though, Cecil failed me multiple times, so I stopped using them. It's just I could not trust them anymore. Cecil is one of the, like out of all the guys out there, like, and it's crazy because that was the only one I could use for multiple payment plans, and then they failed me multiple times, and I couldn't do it anymore. I was so upset.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I'll tell you what, something I'm excited about that's actually affordable is that movie Orko from the Chronicles line with the blinking eyes. Come on.
today.
So cool.
Yeah.
Did that launch today?
That's a timed edition too.
Yeah, those are made to order. That's what made me. I was like, again,
really?
I'm not gonna get Chronicles, and then it was like I saw it was made to order, and I'm like, well, shit. I guess I'm gonna get this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I still can't figure it out. I'm guessing it comes with batteries, right? Because
I don't think so.
Well,
I think
how
it's
do they
some
do
weird like?
Maybe it's
How do they do
solar
it?
or something.
Maybe it's light piping, because it actually says that it has a mode to blink, right?
Yeah,
If you
it's a
read-
randomized.
It's got to be one of
blinking.
those little, yeah.
I'm not really sure. Like how? Like what is it?
Like
Because-
the one that comes with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's got to be batteries, because think about it. If they actually showed an animation where his eyes are not on and then they're on. It's like weird. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They're made to order for a reason. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Magic is the only
Yeah,
explanation.
magic.
Troll and magic, baby.
Troll and magic.
That and
Magic.
some eggs will fall on your head. One of the other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a fan of Orko. I was so happy to see Orko show up in the movie, and happy, but even more elated to see the merman back there in the background behind Orko. Right?
Yeah.
Sean's got a good one actually. Sean's got a good one.
Oh yeah, bioluminescent bug juice. Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. I bet.
There we go.
I bet.
I love it.
Millions of fireflies were murdered to make this toy.
yeah.
But that's okay.
I'll live with it.
So for the sequel, right? Let's have some fun here. For the sequel, what do you guys want to see? Let's go around the room.
Oh man. Okay. Spoilers ahead, everybody. If you haven't seen the movie, you better be ready.
Oh, we've been spoiling it all night.
I'm just
You know, we specifically, when we originally came up with last week's date to do this, it's like that's plenty of time for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, mind you, the production, Mattel and Masters of the Universe were posting the spoilers them damn selves the day it dropped. Like, really, guys? Come on, some
Yeah,
people aren't
I
going
mean,
to see it.
I honestly, I used to have strong feelings about spoilers. Like, don't tell me, or I'm not going to watch the trailer. Now, at this point in my life, I'm like, yeah, like I want to see the spoilers, and then when I go to see the movie, I want to experience that spoiler.
Right.
But you know,
It didn't
not
change
everybody
the
thinks
movie
that
for
way.
me. Yeah.
I stopped watching all the trailers as soon as I saw something. I was like, no, that's it. I'm stopping. I don't want to watch anything else.
After we did the second trailer talk through, I was like, okay, at this point, I am officially done. I don't want to see any more.
I was just like,
So,
I'm out.
international trailer hits, and I'm like, nope, don't want to watch it. Don't want to watch any reshares, nothing. I stopped watching all that. I was like, I want to experience this in the theater at this point on. You won me over after the first trailer. I watched the second trailer just because I was like, well, I kind of want to see a little bit more. And I was like, no. If they show me any more, it'll ruin it. So now, finally being able to talk about everything.
Now that all the people, all the YouTubers have put out their spoiler reviews, we can talk about what do we want to see in the sequel. Yes, there were end credit sequences that showed us what we might get in the sequel. But that might also be in a third movie,
So they've been working on a live-action She-Ra project since before they even had this Masters of the Universe movie up off the ground.
And if you think about the way Marvel end credit scenes and DC end credit scenes have been, those end credit scenes could be leading to a TV show or could be leading to something else. Mm-hmm. So, it's still free reign as to what the sequel might be.
Right. Go ahead.
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I 100% want to see more of the world of Eternia.
Yeah.
We barely scratched the surface of what they have for this. And clearly they've, they invested time into building out the world itself. So I want to see more of it. I want to experience adventures across all of Eternia.
Yeah.
So we know the Andrinos were mentioned right at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? The Avians. The Avians as well, right? Obviously they've been in conflict with each other for eons, right? So we already know that probably we're going to see those two factions, right? There are a lot of other factions in the world of Eternia. I mean, the Snake Men, right? I mean, all that snake heraldry.
No Snake Men in part 2. Save that for part 4.
You guys are so superstitious. All you guys are so superstitious. You guys,
nope.
That's
the end of it all.
You guys are funny. You guys are hilarious. Oh my
Give me
you guys are so funny. Oh my god.
First we gotta have Merman. We gotta have Clawful.
We
gotta have Stinkor.
Give us the core 8 characters, and then you can get into Snake.
Yes, thank you.
I want to see Too Bad. You know what I mean?
Too Bad.
Mosquitoer, I want to see Mosquitoer. I want to see all these crazy characters again. That's one of the things about Master Universe. It's all about nothing but freaks, absolute monstrous freaks.
It's about diversity. It's about diversity.
They're all diverse.
They're all diverse.
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
He-Man's so base. No diversity.
Yeah, I do want there to be some underwater sequences. I want there to be some aerial sequences, and I want to have some underground sequences. That's really those 3 things is what I want.
We all know what we want. Everyone's keeping quiet about it, but the reality is, we want Granomir. Okay, Granomir is we need. Freaking Granomir! They showed one dragon. One dragon's not enough. We
all saw that cave in the trailer for that journey to Snake Mountain, and then that's where Granomir is. How easy would it have been to take 15 minutes to take us into that cave, have a little chat with Granomir, and then move on to Snake Mountain?
You're on the wrong side of the planet. Granomir is all the way at the top of the crystal mountains.
It's flexible. It's flexible.
But I mean, for crying out loud, what's it called? Castle Grayskull is now beside Eternos. Where the heck?
So that's what I mean. It's flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be hidden away in some deep dark corner nobody's able to find except for He-Man, right? But everybody.
I was unsure about the design of Grayskull at first, but now that I've seen that, what's the company that put out the resin statue of Grayskull, the movie Grayskull?
Is it Iron Studios?
It might be Iron Studios.
Yeah.
I love the way that it's on this sloping sort of outcrop that you can't really see in the movie that goes down at an angle.
Yep.
That's a really cool design that we didn't really get to see a lot of in the film.
Yeah, I broke it down on my trailer breakdown. You can actually see it from the wide shot. It actually kind of snakes. It's weird because it kind of snakes around, and you can actually see like the back skeleton of Grayskull. It's fascinating. And then there's that mysterious singular tower, which a lot of people are saying it's like Point Dread, but I liken it to the ethereal castle that exists in both Eternia and Preternia. The Tower of Grayskull, King Grayskull. So that's it. And we need to see King Grayskull. You know what? I want to see. You know what? Out of all the things, again, spoilers ahead. I want to see that King Grayskull's actually hiding out on Earth, and you know exactly.
Yeah, it was Dolph. Exactly.
Yeah. We all kind of wanted that to happen, right?
I mean, he does the good journey. I think that kind of plays in.
I popped for that so hard.
Yes! So it's funny because at the premiere, Mike and I were there, and it was funny because people were cheering the weirdest things. They were cheering, like every time one of the actors would show up on screen, they would cheer. But I found myself just yelling every time I saw something which was connected to an Easter egg. And when Dolph said "Good Journey," I freaking lost it. I just started yelling. And
Jay yelled, "Geek proud! Geek proud!"
Yeah. Everybody in my corner was like, "What the fuck is he yelling at?"
That's funny.
Sean, Mike, Kenzo, what do you guys want to see in the sequel?
Sean, go ahead.
Oh, good. Yeah, you guys.
I guess the way I look at it is there's a power vacuum now in Eternia because Skeletor is now gone. At least he's MIA for a bit.
Yeah, like Mothman.
So the idea of you have someone like Merman showing up to the table now, and basically like I can do better than Skeletor and all this kind of stuff. So I do like the idea that you would have factions fighting each other to become the new King of Snake Mountain or the Lord of Snake Mountain or whatever. And the other thing that I think would be really cool is I read somewhere that I think the director said it, that the costumes you see the characters in are not set in stone, that this is one version of them, but they might augment things going into other movies and stuff. So the main thing that I would love to see is put them in battle armor now. Let's do it. Let's do the variant versions. We saw Thunder Punch at the end of the movie, and I don't need all the Thunder Punch accoutrement, or whatever. I just his fist glowed, he punched. I was happy. But battle armor is so iconic, and that's like the best variant for my money, no matter what.
Absolutely.
That I would love to just see. Okay, he does by the power of Grayskull. All of a sudden, he's in the battle armor, and even he'd be like, "What?" And it's like, well, now that you have more foes coming out of the woodwork that you have to protect Eternia, you need a heck of a lot more. Like he said in the movie, I didn't get hurt and all this, the power of Grayskull. But I do like the idea that even the sorceress would be like, you need help. There's a bigger problem here, and I'm going to give you what you need. The power of Grayskull will give you the power-ups you need now, because there is a bigger problem than just Skeletor right around the corner. I would
like
love
2000X did. Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Mike, Kenzo,
I'll take.
You want me to go? Okay. The Secret of the Sword. You just make that live action, and I'm sorry.
There you go.
that would be amazing.
That would
right? I think that would be really cool. I mean, I want aspects of Secret of the Sword in there, of course.
Yeah.
I think they're going that route already.
Yeah.
Sean, I actually really love your idea about like the battle over Snake Mountain and who's going to kind of take over Skeletor's mantle. I think that would be really cool to see play out on screen. Whether that's Hordak coming through and then Merman and all these other bad guys we haven't seen. Maybe
I would love
King Hiss teaser at the end or something for the third.
Mhm.
I would love for Merman to be like, he's chatting up Evil Lyn. He's working his way into Snake Mountain. He's like, I can do this, and he's proven himself to be a badass. And then Hordak shows up. That would be amazing. Just shut him down.
Yeah. If for the Secret of the Sword, I don't think it's out of the realm that it starts off with the Despara storyline. You know what I mean? If anybody's read the book, the comic, I mean, quite literally, they get their asses handed to them, right? And then Sean, we could have a moment where maybe she damages the Cordite cross, right? And all of a sudden, He-Man's power is cut down by half, right? And then all of a sudden, the sorcerer's like, "All right, I have to augment your powers with an additional, armor, right, to help you, right?" And I don't know why, but in my head canon, I just keep thinking that what should happen whenever somebody strikes the battle armor, it cracks, and then basically as soon as it gets to like the Wakanda armor, the T'Challa's armor, every time you hit it,
burst it.
No, it just keeps like charging energy, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Charging, and then once it's ready, it releases that energy, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be really cool if it cracks, and then basically it's once it's ready, he can gather that energy and just do a power punch, and all of a sudden it says it resets. I get it. It's just like a stupid.
I love that. That.
That's a cool idea.
And it plays into the toy, yeah.
And then it would be like playing slots,
I used to love resetting that and tapping it, resetting it, tapping it. I could just do that all day.
Used to.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, that's one of my big complaints is that they didn't move that play feature into the Origins line. They didn't move that play feature into the Masterverse line. It's especially right now. I mean, still after the last during the last 10 years or so, what do they call fidget spinners and all those things that kids are playing with? You would think that they'd be like, that's a no-brainer. Put that in there.
Origins. That was one of the few Origins that did actually
that kept the gimmick. Yeah.
But it was severely minimized.
It was like this big.
Yeah, it was
like this big.
But that's because the joint nature of their
be able to pop and swap.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what happened. That was why it was right. So but that's why Battle Armor He-Man is still to this day like the most sought after figure. I mean, like seriously, and Skeletor's colors on that were just absolutely epic. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Right? Oh yeah, so good. What if? I know Kenzo, you're probably itching to say something. I'm just going to throw this out there real quick.
You're good.
What if when Evil Lyn is trying to bring Skeletor back to life, that she makes him into the evil ghost of Skeletor?
Scareglow. Count me in.
Yeah,
but then we don't have a Skeletor, right? So that's
it could be for the duration.
It could just be for the duration of that film. It could be a spell. And it could be that he finds his way back to his normal self at some point, but that would be a good way to weave in.
Well, it could be his ethereal. It could be his ethereal form, right?
Yeah.
And then by the end, he has to take a corporeal form once again, right? And right? But what I really want from Evil Lyn is to become Evil Lyn. Like seriously, they underused Evil Lyn.
She didn't.
If I have one gripe in this movie, it's how they underused and really, unfortunately, did not properly convey Evil Lyn, because she should have freaking backstabbed Skeletor in that last.
Yeah, I think at the end, her doing something to Skeletor would have really paid, instead of just like sneaking out. If she would have done something a little more. There you go.
There he is.
Nice. That is so beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It's so cool, dude.
I don't know that this particular toy had any influence ever over my preferences in color choices at all.
Maybe
purple, green, pink. I don't know.
It's basically it's the color scheme of the Frenzy. It's the color scheme of Oz. It's the color scheme of all of us, I think.
Well,
the
that's
most
actually
amazing
a pretty
things
good
in the
point right there for Inferno Hell Night, because maybe Jared Leto won't be coming back after not being very pleased with not being able to speak on the movie and go to any of the press stuff.
Oh, maybe.
So they might have a new
But-
Skeletor come in, and
That-
that's the way to do it, is
that's
having them
damn
bring
shame.
them back in a different
No,
form.
iteration.
You
But
know
that's a
what
damn
though? Here's my thing about it. That's the right move to make. All right, in wrestling, okay, they have this thing called kayfabe, and in I'm down for that too, Allison. But the heels, the bad guys, like when you go in before a show, before a wrestling event, a lot of times there's times to do autographs, meet and greets, but the heels don't sit at those tables. The heels don't greet the fans. And when you see the heel characters in public, I mean, not so much these days, but back in the 80s and 90s growing up, the heels were not allowed to address the fans. They were to ignore them. Or if they did address the fans, they were to be douchebags to them.
Yeah, they're
like
the AEW guy. What's his name? MJF or MFJ?
Yes, MJF. He's one of the.
He does a lot
few
of
that
cons, and he's a
actually does
complete
it.
dick to people while he's at the cons.
Right. He totally lives in kayfabe. It's one of the things that made like The Undertaker so great, because years after a lot of people stopped doing it, he stayed into it and continued to do it. And I think that's important. I actually feel like it would have been nicer if maybe we had less Allison Brie at the press tours and stuff prior to. If honestly, it was really just mostly us seeing Adam, Tila, and Man at Arms,
Why it
I
was such
think
a
it
weird
would have
thing.
been better.
Because you saw everybody else except Jared Leto, and it was like, huh? If it was just the good guys, then yeah, I get it. But it's like
Right, but it was only not him.
Yes.
And I mean, that's cool because I still didn't see his ass through the whole movie either, which was kind of
that's the other thing too.
I'll be honest with you. It really is a shame. He did a great job, and he should have been there. I know there's weird stuff going on with him right now, but I mean, he did a great job.
There's always weird stuff going on with him. He leads a cult. He has a cult island, and we all know how those turn out. Yeah, he's not a very good person.
Yeah, but he should still be able to go to a freaking premiere, man. I wouldn't have taken that away from him. I mean, seriously, I know that.
I don't know
what happened. The press around him, like at the time, was probably why they didn't want to bring any undue attention to it. But I mean, for 5 minutes, you can have him at least walk the carpet. I mean, don't. If anything, don't let him talk too much. Like, what's he going to say?
Yeah.
He's going to say, "By the way, please join my cult."
Right.
I sing every weekend.
It'll be interesting down the line to know why, but we're just theorizing at this point. It's like I'm glad he gave a good performance at this stage. That's all I can think about. Is I'm just grateful that he gave a good performance, and I'm kind of glad that he stayed out of the promotional parts of this, the promotional, the interviews and things like that, the promotional events for this film, because I just think he brings an energy that is just off-putting, maybe. But I like that the actors that were present in the publicity events for this film. Idris and Camilla and Nicholas and Allison, like they all are so down to earth and seem so happy and joyful to be part of it. And to have somebody else be in there kind of just being
weird.
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 Like wouldn't have been good, I don't think. And
wants this spotlight and grab. That's why he was perfect for Skeletor, because he loves that
Yeah.
gravitas.
Perfect.
Yeah, and so
Wants
to
the
leave him
spotlight kind of thing.
to leave him out kind of adds to that maybe a little bit. I don't know, but I felt like, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the cast of a film, even a lot of the unknowns that played characters that have had lesser parts in other things. Like, it just felt like a happy cast.
Mhm.
And that I don't think I've
did.
seen that in a long time. All of them seem so joyful. The guy who played Trapjaw, the guy who played Goatman, the guy.
Well, Ram Man and Fisto.
Ram Man and
had
Fisto
so many
are like
good interviews
hanging
with them.
out.
And, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like-
All even leading up to like the production of the movie, when they would all post pictures of themselves together, like
hanging out.
they were in the gym working out together. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that kind of
yeah,
energy from a cast in a long time. I don't remember the last time I've seen such, like, just all smiles all across the board in every promotional, thing that they put out. And then you see a couple of interviews here and there with Jared Leto, and he's just so odd. And maybe it was a wise choice to just sort of keep him out, because he, maybe the producers could tell, like, this guy just isn't gelling with the rest of the cast, or it doesn't quite fit in. But also maybe let's use that as a way to add mystery to it. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, the other thing about that too is it gives a lot of the cast who we might not have ever seen before in anything previously the spotlight to really like the guy that played Fisto is like, he's a character actor, so he's been in some things, but I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden to have him show up at the premiere and he's having his Fisto figure from when he's a kid in his lapel.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I'm sitting there going, I think this person might be one of my favorite people on the planet right now, because he is a 40-something-year-old man who's getting to live out. I got to play one of my action figures that I absolutely loved as a kid, like that is, and the other thing that got me, and this was just me, it was almost like a comedy sketch for me, is the actor who played Ram Man. In the movie, he's gruff and all that stuff. And we know Ram Man to be how he is in the cartoons, whether it's Filmation, 2000X, whatever. And then when you hear him, he's got a British accent and he's so insightful. And I'm just like, of course he would be.
right.
This guy who gets to go, "Dah," as if he's in a character. And instead, when he's not in character, he's, well, that's a very wonderful question. I'd like to respond to you properly. I'm just like, oh my God, this is killing me.
When was the last time?
When
was the last time you saw an actor continuously posting themselves drawing pictures of the character that they were playing over and over and over again?
Sam Wilson's got some good ones too.
I love it. Yeah. Like that's like, this is, I've never seen this level of enthusiasm from a cast before. That's part of what is really touching to me. And Travis Knight too, just absolutely like seeming like he is a fan.
Definitely a fan. He knocked it out of the park. He stayed true to how it felt to enjoy Masters of the Universe. And he kept that throughout the film. It was just fun from beginning to the end. There wasn't a part of this movie where I was like, oh man, why is it taking so long to get through all this boring dialogue? No, that never happened. Like, all of it was good. I was immersed start to finish. And honestly, no matter how many multiple times I watch it, like, I know, Skelly, you said it's like that thing that you can have on in the background while you're just doing other stuff. I don't think so. I think this is going to be one of those films where whenever it's on, I'm glued in. And part of that's just because I need to watch it like 3 billion times through to see if I can spot Loki anywhere in it.
Loki
be in there.
Well, because like, I didn't expect Orko at the end, and then they had She-Ra show up. So why not just have Loki somewhere in there?
I thought it's Loki.
Loki, whatever.
That was
There's
awesome.
Loki.
We were
I'm
all
sure
like, okay, look.
hundreds of little references. Can't wait to get watch and like dissect at home.
I bet they're in there. Yeah, Sean.
So there's a post I found on Instagram the other day that reminded me of something I said on the show when we were looking at the trailers, and I wanted to share that. And I'm really glad I screenshotted these. It's a couple slides here, but it says, "Masters of the Universe does not break your heart with the battles, but with a boy who grows up on the wrong planet and spends his whole life feeling like he does not belong anywhere. Prince Adam does not only want to return home, Prince Adam does not only want to return home. He wants to find out if the person he became in exile is still allowed to be the hero the world has been waiting for." And then this is what I was saying before about going back to your childhood and all this stuff. It's the film's real wound is the gap between who you were supposed to be and who you actually had to become just to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do not lose their destiny through failure. They lose it through displacement, through time, through becoming someone else just to get by. The question Masters of the Universe quietly asks is the one nobody wants to answer. If you finally made it back, would you still recognize yourself?
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that the minute I watched that second trailer and he's looking at all of the people that are gathered in that jail cell, he's like, I remember every one of you. And when I hit that moment, I'm like, oh my God, that was how it felt when I started collecting classics.
Mm-hmm.
Every one that came to me in the mail, I'd open them up and be like, Fisto, or Skeletor or whatever. And it was like, this was the movie to let you say it's okay to come home again. It's okay to be a kid and remind yourself all the insanity you're going through just to make your living and keep the roof over your head and your family's head and whatever else. It's okay to play in the toy box again for 2 hours,
Yeah.
And like, since we want spoilers with it already and stuff, I think the moment for me in the movie, it absolutely has to be the last 5 minutes of this movie. Like I'm watching them all talking, and then all of a sudden I started hearing very softly, you start hearing the old theme.
Filmation.
And I remember even in the theater on opening night going, am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? Because at that moment it wasn't registering with me, but I'm like, wait. And then all of a sudden, come on, Cringer, let's go. And why is he going to change?
And the laughing.
We already know what he's going to do. And then the next thing you see is that shot zooming in on Grayskull. And I'm like, I get chills even right now, remembering how that felt to see it. And I was just like, I'm literally 4 again right now watching this going. I never thought I'd see this in my entire life, ever. And here I am getting to see it. And my daughter is grinning from ear to ear, like, He-Man. I'm like, oh my God. It was like one of the best feelings in the movie theater I've been. That actually beat how I felt watching Superman last year. And Superman had its moments, but this one for me, it was like that moment with He-Man riding on Battlecat at the end with the He-Man song playing. I was like, that's it. I'm good. I could die happy right now. And I could feel like I lived because I saw that for real on the big screen for the first time.
100%. Now, one little disappointment. When Prince Adam at the beginning of the movie gets dropped into the pond on Earth, I thought for sure he was going to swim to the edge, pull himself out of the water, and come face to face with a cow. Like in the 87 movie. That would have been awesome. That would have been freaking amazing.
If only we could have been that lucky.
That would have been awesome. You know what? It was redeemed in the fact that we saw Gwildor in the end credit scene. Okay, that's
so good.
That was needed too. Like, need to. I wish we could have seen what happened to Detective Lubick. Once he had stayed in Eternia back in '87. It's such a shame he did pass. Shortly before this movie came out. Because I wish he had a little cameo in it. I wish,
or even like a statue, right? Like
Right,
arrest him
right.
with a statue
with a
for it.
shot. He's
Oh,
holding his
that would've been
shotgun,
amazing.
As they
you
walk
know,
by.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sword or what.
Oh,
Something
so
like
good.
that, or again, like Courtney Cox just being in the movie somewhere. Like I
Ooh,
kind
that
of
would've-
wish we had gotten a couple little more homages.
That would have taken the budget way over. Like that would have.
Well,
It definitely
Yeah.
would have, but it would have been worth every penny.
Yeah.
The
I
one
was
thing
happy
I
with
did-
Karg and
That was great.
yeah.
I didn't expect Karg.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see Blade. At least they decided to keep it to all the freaks, which was fine.
Yeah, keep it to
Yeah.
the freaks.
Sauron.
Well, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep some stuff for the sequel.
Go ahead, Sean.
the one thing that they did do as a nod to the 87 movie as well, I'm pretty sure it had to be a nod, is the girl that he was on the date with's name was Julie.
Julie. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The girl's name is Julie. The
I caught it the
breakout
second
of
time I
all
watched
the
it.
Skeletonites. That was
yeah.
that was
Indian breaking
That was
out.
very He-Man esque and 87 esque for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%. And so if we didn't mention it, actually, I thought for sure we mentioned, because like it was weird. A couple people were saying that they hope we do it, but we've already announced that we like MOTUNIVERSE 27 is a thing. We're coming back.
All right.
100%. So and it's going to be a great year, because I mean it's the first year anniversary of Master Universe 2026. It's
Mhm.
literally going to be 1 year, pretty much to the day.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 40th anniversary of the Master Universe 87 film. So I mean that's crazy. And rumors are going around right now that there's a new DVD coming around with something very, very special. So it would be great if we can finally get that screened at MOTUNIVERSE. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And just like we were talking about on the Frenzy before, we should just watch and roast that film to high heaven. I mean, it's so much fun to be able to do something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because Skelly, Oz, you, myself, like we watched the whole thing together. Remember that?
Yeah. I
Yes.
remember that.
It's one of the first things we all did together.
Yeah.
And it was a fun time. It was a blast. And now Mikey knows that next time he sees Dolph, he's got to let him know I'm still waiting him to answer that request.
Oh yes. Yeah. I'm gonna push through
It's
the freaking
been like
line.
4 years to just push through the line and tell him ozstradamustoyz wants to know why you haven't responded to his DM yet.
Yeah. So you heard it here, folks. There's going to be a conversation between Dolph and Oz at the next MOTUNIVERSE convention in 2027. And
I'm gonna start training now. There's gonna be a wrestling match.
buy your tickets now. Wait, so does this mean, now I'm gonna ask the hard questions. Does this mean that you guys have already talked to the Torrance Marriott?
So in part, yes, but we haven't signed any contract.
All right. Well, that's a good.
I will say that we are looking at June 5th and 6th of 2027.
Oh my god!
But we have not signed that date, so it's not 100%. But
Well,
that's
amazing.
what we're looking at.
We are in talks because we actually we don't have a contract per se, but we have in theory a 2 year commitment.
Yeah. Last
that's
year
how
we
that works.
signed on saying that we want to stay there at least 2 years.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of getting the details of this second year locked in place.
Nice. I'm
And
excited.
We would love to do it on the anniversary of the show, of the movie.
Yes.
I mean
I
that's
think
our
that
plan.
just makes sense. It's the week after Memorial Day. We got a lot of feedback that Memorial Day weekend was a little rough. Prices went up that weekend for traveling.
That makes sense.
Try to do family plans and things like that. So this would be the weekend after Memorial Day weekend, which means you still have a short week. If you do want to plan out, you can, you'll have that Monday off for if you're a federal worker, and then the following weekend after that.
Okay. I like this. I'm already
And-
excited.
And if we can, and you know what, I'm gonna head down to Texas, and Alan and I are gonna bring back a Skeletor, a snake, a Castle Grayskull.
Yes. Yeah, and folks, if you're watching and you like the builds that I do, I only work on commission. So if you want the commission that I make for you to be shown at MOTUNIVERSE, I highly recommend you put your order in now, because doing it in
Give 'em
4
time.
months was absolutely insane.
Crazy.
Yeah. So.
And then
I think one would have been okay, but you did freaking two, dude. That was the
that's
problem.
pretty. That's
one
what
would
was
have
pretty
been
crazy.
fine.
That was
would have been
bonkers.
fine. Yeah.
The fact that you were able to get them done, like, still blew. Mind you, I watched the whole process, and it still blew my mind.
It blew my mind too, and my body is still pissed off at me for having done that.
I'm
working my, I didn't take time off of work, so I'm working my 40-hour-a-week job. Come home, work on the builds, work, and straight through the weekends. My family hated me during the last 2 months, especially. But like, they're very nice people, so I'm very lucky. But like, it was really hard on me, and my body told me afterward, for sure.
Yeah.
And
that's probably where.
I'm pretty sure the movers had a fun time with that too. I mean,
I haven't really been talking about it with anybody, but the movers have still been going back and forth with the owner of the builds, and so they haven't.
Wait, they're not there yet.
They're not there yet. They've had to.
Where could it be? Where is
it? Still being
stored.
Storage?
Like
still in storage. They're
Oh,
safe.
wow.
They're in storage, but I guess there were some discrepancies. But they will make it to Arcola, Illinois, safely. It's just they haven't hit the road yet.
I mean, they're only going to be there for a little bit, and then are they going to still take them to MOTU?
I thought they were supposed to be going to MOTU Fest as well.
Fingers crossed. I mean, that's in September, right? So they have time. I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah,
I
3
haven't,
months.
but I will say that the owners, James, who commissioned them, and the Aikman Wildlife Park and Masters of All Toys Museum, James has been chatting with me back and forth over the last few weeks, and he's a little frustrated with the company.
Speaking of James, he was another one that just came. How can I help? I
gotta say, James, I'm always nervous about meeting the people who commission these things, but meeting James was extraordinary. The guy's doing amazing stuff with his wildlife park, and he's really dedicated to his family, and he was so helpful at the convention, not only for you guys, but also for me too. And what a great guy.
Yeah.
And I hope that they work everything out so that they get there safely, but I have faith that they will. But I'm still a little bit on edge. I won't be able to really relax until I know that
they're at their actual home.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I definitely did not foresee them. Like, that blows me away. They haven't been there yet. I don't know what kind of disputes going on, but
I think that the size threw them off. They had the measurements, but I don't think they could visualize exactly what it was.
Okay,
but I'm gonna say this to you guys and to the 27 people that are watching and whoever watches this later. When a mover shows up to your house or to your thing, and you know that they're going to be helping you move stuff, and they don't have a tape measure, fire them right away.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay,
No
that's
kidding.
just basic mover etiquette. Have a tape measure. And that was
two movers' credit, having been a mover previously, we didn't break out the tape measure unless we really need to. There was one in the truck, but after you've been doing it day after day for years, if you've got any kind of experience, you can start walking in and eyeballing and knowing exactly how big an item is, where it's going to fit. You do because
but the key to your statement there, though, Oz, is it was in the freaking truck. I think what Ron's trying to say is they didn't even have it in the truck. I think that's actually what
they didn't. The truck was a gigantic truck, and they had it full of other stuff. That was another problem too.
It's like your carpenter can have a nail gun, but you need a nail or you need a hammer backup just in case.
Yeah, and also you have to have wood. It's like you have a truck.
That they should have had. They should have deck bars.
Are they close, or are they still like in California in storage?
They're in Los Angeles. They're near you, actually, Mike.
Oh wow.
Also, they left behind the particle board. They left behind a chipwood board at the show. We were worried that we would have had to trash that ourselves. Luckily, what's it called? Scott Zellner actually took it with him. He was like,
"Oh, really? Okay."
Yeah, he took it. I was like, "Okay," because
I almost thought they were going to leave their little hand cart forklift thing there too. But what are you going to do? And I just keep thinking about James's energy, James Aikman, who commissioned them. He's like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And and that's just
that man
have faith.
That man is a gem, and
he is a great guy.
Trooper, man.
He is a great guy. And a huge thank you to my friend Jules, who helped me load them up.
Too. I met him.
Helped me unload them, and was there, supported the whole time. But yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Before we go, though, I know that everyone who's watching is familiar with you all, but you want to just say where people can find you and what you're up to, and then we'll head on out. Jay, why don't you go first?
We're all too polite.
Right.
First of all, I want to thank the Frenzy for always inviting us to hang out with them, and of course this recap has been so much fun. We're catching up again and seeing everybody we met, literally everybody. Sadly not Sean, but Sean, next time we got to get you out there, brother. But pretty much everybody here we now have met. Well, I have met everybody on this screen. Not everybody has met Oz, sadly, but in person. But at the end of the day, and of course I haven't met Sean. But at the end of the day, you cannot get a better group of people in the same room together. It really was a fantastic event, and it again, no one person can do it alone. It has to be done with a team, and the team at MOTUNIVERSE was freaking incredible. Huge shout out to everybody who made it happen. Guys, please follow everybody here that you see on the screen: Skelevator, Ozramandis, Kenzo's Creations, Mike, and Sean. Guys, please follow them all on their socials. They're doing the hard work, and the Frenzy always watching. Thank you,
Jay. Well, we love you guys. So,
Ozstradamus.
It's a complicated name.
It is.
It's a bit much. It's a bit much, and it's only more complicated if you see now. I got knighted on Legion's Lair, so it's now Sir Oz.
Sir Oz.
And then we were called heroes on Offworld, so I am your hero of Offworld. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's you've just lengthened your name by how many letters?
Way too many. And it's sticking around.
Sean,
that's
how about
exactly
you?
What happened, Mike. They knighted me. I am Sir Oz.
That's awesome.
This is what I get for quitting Offworld. Now I don't have a hero or sir or anything. I'm just Sean.
You're cool, Uncle Sean.
I'm Uncle Sean. I'm like Uncle Fester.
With the hot dogs.
Am I an
and the
unk
mix.
now?
And
I think I'm a chopped unk.
I'm a little afraid that you're not going to mention this, but lately you've been posting these midnight monologues on your Instagram that are just pure gold. I love listening to you talk about stuff. I put that when you
and your Masters review too. I loved your Masters of the Universe review.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've decided to do that just because with Legends of Grayskull kind of being defunct right now, with the Dooch having a lot going on apparently, I was like, I gotta do something, and I'm not gonna start a YouTube channel and hope for the best. I'm just gonna do it here and just be done with it. So anyone who has watched that and appreciated it, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I'm like I think 20 minutes will do it. And then I'm like, no, part 2, more 20 minutes. And the next thing I know, I'm like, I'm over an hour into this. What the heck is happening here? But I'm verbose.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to catch that on Instagram, October Sun, all of the O's are zeros. And other than that, I'm not fooling around. I'm trying to do important stuff. Yeah.
I hope that gets thrown into every Superman movie.
It's going to be on every episode of this that I'm on, because that's just it endears me.
Yeah,
the fact that that's what Skelly thought the minute he heard that line. Is
I
that
heard your
sounds just
voice.
like Sean.
That's Sean. That'll forever
Doing
be Sean.
stuff.
I'm doing important stuff.
Mike, how
All
about you?
You can find me on Eternian Royalty on Instagram and YouTube. Right now, obviously, with the MOTUNIVERSE 2026 behind me, it's actually finishing up a couple things left for 2026. I promise all the founders you will get your items. We are working on it. Jay's still in Canada, and pricing to ship from Canada, you guys, was crazy. So Jay is gonna cross into the US and then send me.
I'm crossing the border tomorrow. I'm
crossing the border to get everything to me, and then I will disperse. So thank you guys so much for your patience with that. Other than that, about a month out from Comic-Con, that's my Super Bowl. So definitely follow along if you like Comic-Con. I'm Oz's on the
Boots
floor,
on the ground.
Boots on the ground to push people out of the way, whether they work there or not, just to get the shot for Oz.
That's right, man. It doesn't matter who they are. Mike's gonna let them know. Ostradamustoyz said, "Get the hell out of the way."
Ostradamustoyz coming through.
I always tell them, look, no matter what you do, just put the blame back on me. You're too nice of a guy to take that heat. And Mikey's just like, whatever, get out of my way.
Did Mike just run over Pixel Dan? Oh my God.
And then I just yell, "It's all for Oz. It's all for Oz," as I'm doing it.
Yeah, they just get over it. You know, by the time I ever make it to San Diego Comic-Con, there's going to be wanted flyers up for me.
Do not serve this man.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But that's it. And then I'm moving to like the Newport Beach area in a month too.
Oh,
so lots of crazy changes just in personal life. So you'll see a new setup in a month behind me too.
Wow.
I just picked these up from Denny's. So that was a cool pickup. Some new friends.
Tell me, are you getting a bigger space now because there's that much MOTUniverse, MOTU stuff going on?
Hopefully, we'll see how much the wife lets me expand. What can be displayed? We'll see.
I love it.
That's it.
Make sure to film all the moving of your toys.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
posted on your YouTube channel.
Content, baby.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you'll see me on here, Kenzo's Creations. I've got randomness. I open toys sometimes. I make stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
and
Skelly
Tuesday
says.
nights.
We have a Tuesday night show.
Don't
Yes,
forget
Mikey
that.
and myself. Tuesday Night Live. Best intro and outro on YouTube.
Mm.
But,
Absolutely, I can definitely vouch for this. 100%.
And
Love
so
it.
I'll be doing a lot of that. I'm in between right now. The place I was at, the retail part of it, they had to lay about 5 or 6 off. So I am home right now. So you'll be seeing a lot more content right now because, and then I will be doing my garage sales in the next couple of weeks. I'll be doing, I have a whole garage full of about 50 totes full of unopened toys. So I will be doing those. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested in buying some fodder or some stuff you missed, because I've got it all the way from the beginning. So from the beginning of like Masters and stuff. So but yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. It was fun hanging out with you guys for sure. It was fun.
Yeah, he busted out a movie Skeletor. That was last night, right? And
Last
I was
night,
like, damn, that was one I never freaking got. I'm like, okay, yeah, if you got He-Man to go with them, I'll take the set.
Which I do. So
nice.
Yeah.
How about the movie Beastman?
The movie Beastman?
Yeah. The 87.
He's asking if you got any extras.
I can't find one.
I got the one up on the rack. Actually, I had one that was purchased by Eugene last year that I hadn't. Well, he committed to it, but he paid just yesterday for it. So yeah, I'm sending it out to Eugene for that one. He had he had wanted it since last year.
Lucky Eugene. That's cool.
I hope
Right.
they do a reprint. I really do, but they won't.
No, they won't. Like
I gave
once
them
they're
a
done
killer
with
deal
something, it's
compared to what
gone.
it's going for right now. I
Oh
gave them a
yeah,
really,
it's
really good
pricey
deal.
right now.
My God, those
The-
movie figures, their price from the Masterverse, I never expected those figures to go the way they did.
Crazy, right?
I didn't
Yeah.
expect that the cartoon collection Beastman would be so pricey.
And, right? Yeah, that too.
That's a surprise.
Insane.
Yeah.
Beastman's got fans. He's a furry.
You know what? That's what it is. As Alan bought all of
Alan
them,
bought all of them.
and
That's true.
Yeah.
because of that, it became so rare. The price is just.
Man, he is sitting on a mint then. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I haven't been doing anything on my YouTube channel really since the MOTUNIVERSE
Resting,
convention. I've
recuperating.
been exhausted. I got sick, and I actually have been having a hard time coming up with a plan for the next build. But just recently, I came up with an idea for something I might make for myself. So keep an eye out on my YouTube channel for something coming up. And I have been contemplating bringing something back that I used to do on my YouTube channel on a weekly basis that I'm thinking about relaunching here. So keep an eye on the channel for that stuff. How about you, Oz? What's going on?
Oh man, what isn't going on? I mean, as you guys know, like I said, I'm your hero of Off-World. There's a pretty good possibility I might actually be on Off-World tomorrow night. You never know. And then this Saturday on the Clubhouse, 10 p.m.-ish Eastern, 7 p.m.-ish Pacific, and everybody's favorite time, 8 p.m.-ish Kenny time. We are going to be doing a whole episode